Hello, everyone. It's
Hi,
me,
everyone.
Hi, everybody.
and Yoki, and Curse, and Tater. Back for another Heroes and Hijinks. Just for everyone at home, when we are, just a point to remind everyone, when we're looking down or looking away from each other and stuff, we are still playing. We've got character sheets on phones. I've got them all on my phone here, so just don't worry. We are still here. We are still playing the game, paying attention.
What are we doing, sorry?
Would you guys like a little quick recap of last session?
Yes, please.
Aye,
Love it. All right. So the session before last, you got yourselves to the lighthouse, and then last session you managed to fight. Oh, you fought the harpies before that, and then last time we got into the lighthouse. Tate to defile the sacred altar and nearly killed himself. You guys fought a half orc, or an orc, sorry, stripping him of his weapons and a lot of his stuff in the process, threw him out a window. It was some good strategies. You guys searched the lighthouse, went up to the top where Tater found a beating heart as the light of the lighthouse. Got blinded by it, and then got in another fight with the orc who had kind of respawned at the top of the the top of the lighthouse. No one went to help him, really.
I went up and casted some spells over his shoulder and assisted.
You did.
I'm disappointed I didn't get any chicken wings.
No, there are no chicken wings.
Imagine nearly killing yourself, Mateo,
Yeah.
you dickhead.
So after that, Yorkie nearly killed himself by, for some reason, thinking casting Shock and Grasp and grabbing a lightning rod would
In a storm
would benefit him in any way. Not sure what the plan was. It happened. Nearly died. Was one death save away from dying.
I have used my miracle already now.
Yep. And then you guys went scuba diving, found some shit in some ships. Valen found a very interesting ship for himself. What was the name of the ship? Lady Death?
The Lady Death, yeah.
You guys released the Banshee from its imprisonment in the mortal realm, said goodbye to Go, and on your way home, you have just spotted ahead of you a young white dragon.
Nate, I can't believe you forgot about the suplexing sharks.
Oh, you did suplex a shark as well. That was really cool. You guys fought some sharks. You killed Daggermore. Speaking of the dagger, that was lost to the oceans.
Not my dagger. It was when I had to go use it, and I was like, "Oh fuck, it's gone."
There was also attacking the altar with the axe and almost killing, yourself
that
as
was
well.
defiling the
And
altar.
then Yorkie trying to use the altar and obsessing over it a little bit.
I really wanted to touch it. You see an altar with some fancy prongs that are charged by the skies in a storm. You touch it, it's cool.
Yeah, I've been there. I've been to that in Chicago.
I would have really liked that 3 charges of lightning as well, to be honest. Let's be honest.
Yeah, when you told us what it actually did, had he not put his axe through it, I was heartbroken. I was like, "Oh, that's why I wanted to touch it, man. I knew something cool would happen."
All right, so you guys are walking down the path.
Yes.
Ahead of you is a young white dragon. He hasn't seen you yet, but he is walking towards you.
I'm going to say, run, you fools. And I'm going to, teleport away.
I am literally immediately going to stealth it and run into these trees. Immediately.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
That is a 10 plus stealth. I've forgotten where everything is. I should really refamiliarize myself with this app every time, shouldn't I? Skills. There it is. Stealth is a +3. 13. It's not great.
Not the best.
Oh, I have it open.
Cool.
So I'm stealthing and I'm running sort of back behind that tree.
So I'm literally teleporting into these bushes using
Now,
the thing of the Raven Queen.
Tater, remember, you are currently you do currently have a big chest on your shoulders. You are carrying this.
and then I'll skip and run the rest of the way behind this tree then.
Okay, are you stealthing?
I'm gonna stealth now. I'm gonna try and stealth now. Try and
Give
stealth.
me a stealth check.
You got a boss.
You guys have there's a 9 on like a stealth.
Sorry, that is a 9.
All right, what are you doing?
At least it's not a 1.
So that was a good session, guys. We shall see you next week when we've rolled up new characters.
I turn to look around and I notice that. Wait. I can see Grandall.
You can actually see Valen because he is. Your passive perception beats his stealth, or is equal to his stealth. So you can kind of see him hiding behind the tree there. And Grandolph just disappears from behind you. Not quite sure where he is, but you do hear some sounds over to your right.
Alright, I place the chest down and then I'm just gonna. Where's my ruler? There we go. I just want to see how far I can get. Dang, I can.
Oh, you can get behind the rock. Nice one.
Unless you want me to chunk through there.
Nah, you're good. You're good.
Okay, so yeah, I'll just. And I'll direct Barkus to go with me.
Give me animal handling for Bacchus. And are you stealthing?
Yes.
12.
12 for animal handling.
What are you telling Bacchus?
Come.
Sorry.
I knew that would work for Yorkie too.
I couldn't help myself.
yeah,
I hear the word come.
It's stealth.
A
Natural
20
22.
on stealth. Nice. All right. So
I was a barbarian, the sneakiest one here.
Right?
I put down the
With a
chest.
fucking chest on. Oh, you put down the chest.
No, I put down the chest in the
Yeah,
middle of the
yeah.
road.
No, not
So-
the chest.
as you put down the chest and run to the side, Bacchus kind of like looks, and you go, "Come!" and he goes, "Huh?" And he looks over and he can't quite see you anymore. So he
Can
just
I?
he goes towards, and as he gets here, he starts sniffing around. Just about stops roughly here as he's still like sniffing the air.
I have a plan before anything else happens. I've got my new cloak that I put on at the end of last session. I'm gonna put the hood up and I'm gonna change it to look like foliage, and I'm just gonna like get Neil. Ghillie
Alright.
suit, motherfucker.
Give me another stealth
sorry.
check.
Another one. Do you want this one
Yeah.
at a normal roll or?
We'll do it as a normal roll. We'll cut, the one is. if
Yeah,
it's-
'cause we've
if
already
it's
done
less
one,
than the
haven't we?
other one,
So-
yeah.
That is a 19, natural 19 plus
Nice.
3. Thank fuck for that.
Can I cast using my hat of wizardry, minor illusion? I don't have the spell, but it is a cantrip, and basically cast minor illusion on the chest to just make it look like a big dirty turd.
That's a good idea, though.
Do you say you haven't got the cantrip?
No, I don't, but I have the hat of wizardry, which allows me to have a cantrip that I don't own.
Okay. Yeah, go for it. Give me. Ooh, what are we doing for the illusion? What's your spellcasting?
Intelligence plus 3.
Yeah, give me a straight intelligence roll. Just we'll see if we'll use that for the
Okay.
call it for the illusion.
Sucked.
I'm so glad I remembered I had that call.
sucked at the stuff. Let's do intelligence, baby. 16.
All right.
Let's go.
Cool. So I'm gonna put a little mark on the map here just to indicate where the.
Let's put a poo on the map.
The big turd is, yeah.
So it's just like you've just an illusion of horse poo just covering it.
Yeah.
That's a really good idea.
Big horse.
See, this is good. We start smart so we can be stupid later.
Exactly. That's
I love the dead hair. That's good.
That's for the chest there.
one big
so
pile of shit.
the dragon continues
Cross.
walking forwards, and it's kind of like as it's walking, it's just looking to each side, just hunting something. And as it approaches closer, Barkus notices the dragon. He steps forward.
No.
Brave. Starts barking at the dragon.
Randolph is going to move slightly here, and he's just going to make himself small.
Like as a spell, or are you just gonna sort of like fetal position? I'm confused.
That's a level 2 spell. I don't have level 2 spells yet.
So just
Why
fetal
not?
positioning on the floor, hoping for the best. Is that what's happening right now?
Basically, sitting down calmly, composed, and just like, you know, calmly and composed. He's basically like, you know, Asher Jesus, I'm getting too old for this shit, bye.
Cool.
Okay.
Anyone doing anything else?
Nope. I'm staying a bush.
All right. I need that one.
So maybe we'll have to deal with the fallout from the audience if
If the dog
Marcus.
So as the dog starts barking, the dragon looks over at him, heads towards the dog. Naturally, the dog shits itself and immediately runs, following the scent, over to Tater here.
Oh shit.
Does anyone like to do anything here?
No, I'm still naturally stealthing.
I'm just gonna sit and wait and see what happens before I do anything stupid.
Yep, smart idea.
Great. That's fine. That's valid. Kirst?
No, I'm chilling, sitting on the ground. Can I look at the grass and see if there's any herbs nearby?
This range stealth check, let's see it.
Give me your nature check.
All right.
Yeah, we're just up here with a dragon. He's like, oh, oregano.
Oh, I only see grass,
You
right?
found shit, yeah. It's. I'm not sure your character knows what herbs look
What
like.
did you roll?
Yeah, I rolled a 9,
nine.
sorry. Yeah,
Again?
my bad. Yeah.
He
Roll
rolled
20,
9,
I'm
a
not-
16, and 9.
Roll 20 hates me. I need my
Then
roll.
roll dice.
I'm getting a rolling tray. I'll have it next week.
Get a rolling tray like this one.
So the dragon
Ooh.
follows the dog up. Quite quick, but also enjoying the hunt. Kind of like slithering its way round the tree, and it gets into the rocks. Kind of losing track of Barkus behind the trees. Hasn't seen Tater, hasn't seen Valen, but then it goes and it starts looking around sort of the tree here towards the foliage against the tree.
A rich tree, sorry?
Oh, the foliage, that's a big pile against the tree.
Ah, fuck! Right. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm going to drop stealth. I'm going to run for the chest. And I'm going to hold it up on one knee as an offering.
Would he recognize the chest?
I don't know. I would, because I'd have seen it turn into a pile of shit. But he can smell me. I am not getting away with this. And if I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
You're breaking stealth?
I'm breaking stealth. I'm gonna go grab the chest. I'm just gonna down on one knee, hold it up like an offering, and I'm going to fucking pray to tomorrow with every ounce of my being. I'm hoping I can get to it and hold it with that before it doesn't be like, wait, and just hold it up. So that's my plan. It's a stupid idea.
Is anyone else doing anything at this moment?
Nope, not a bit.
Nope.
The shit I do for this fucking dog.
You did not have to do a fucking thing.
It could smell me.
Yeah.
As Valen breaks his cover and runs to the chest, the dragon immediately spins its head round, following him over. And he looks at Valen as he holds his chest up. Valen, what would you like to say?
Don't fall this far ahead.
Does this chest still look like poop?
No, because it's around the chest, isn't it? So it's not actually changing the appearance of the chest.
Yeah, you can't change the minor illusion. Casts an illusion around something, so it makes it look like something else. So Yoki would have broken the illusion as he picked it up.
Ah, well.
I'm going to look at him and say, "Mighty White Dragon, please accept this humble offering. I know it is not much, but should you spare my life today, I will try to get you more."
Give me persuasion.
I'm so scared.
It's a shame there's nothing that can boost your score before you roll it.
Oh, that is a 16 plus 6. That is a 22.
Okay. The dragon's head swerves back, sniffs really deep, and his hand, very large claws, grip onto the chest and take it from your hand. It puts the chest down and it just crunches
Please
the
have
lid.
something in it, don't be empty.
It snaps off the lid, and inside you can see just an abundance of gold. Thousands and thousands of gold coins inside. It is chock full.
I
of
could have
money.
learned all my spells!
We weren't getting away with that chest, man.
It's about 10,000 in gold inside the chest. The dragon looks back at you, looks down at the chest, and in a very deep growl, he says, "I look forward to your next offering." Picks up the chest, and he flies away.
Yorkie, you and your offerings to beasts. I mean, my goodness.
Did it, or did it not work?
Maybe
I'm just saying, I think they pulled that out of his fucking ass.
Maybe the dragon and the manticore will come at the same time and they'll just be like, "No, he's mine. No, he's mine," and they'll just kill each other.
No, the Manticore is gonna die.
Yeah, the manticore's gonna die one turn probably.
My character's now just hyperventilating in the middle of the road, like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Do we all see the
Marcus,
dragon
go
fly
help
away?
him out.
Or?
Yes, you've all seen it fly.
I'll send Barkus to go comfort Yorkie.
Oh, Jesus.
Would you like me to roll for that?
Yes.
All right, that's good. Oh, not with advantage.
That's
Gosh
fine.
dang it.
19's fine.
Yeah, 19 is my first roll.
All right, so Yoki, as you stand there, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. I really thought I'd just killed my character then. You have no idea the emotional turmoil I was feeling. Constitution.
I'm just glad you didn't
that
roll
is
one.
Another 19 plus 2.
You feel yourself want to throw up, but you manage to keep it down.
It comes up and I'm like,
yeah. And then not long later, Barkus is he runs up to you on the command of Tater and starts licking your hand.
oh, just a big hug to the dog.
Well, boys, that was a closey, not a goodie though. That's for sure. Glad to see he's alive. Where's the chest gone by?
So about that, the dragon took it.
Tis what it is.
It was that, or we become dinner. But it's okay. I saw it destroy it. It just looked like some item that we probably couldn't have used anyway, but it seemed interested. Deception is a plus 6. Come on, that is a that's a 2 plus 6.
I'm not rolling insight. Let's see it. 15 insight. I know you're lying.
That beats no one's passive insight.
I just see the looks looking back at me, seeing the bullshit. I'm like, okay, it was a small fortune, but surely the real fortune is the fact that we're all still breathing. And he didn't eat
Puts my hand
Barkus.
on his shoulder.
Yes.
I'm just glad you're alive. Now let's go.
Me too. And I'm going to give him like a brogue.
Nice. All right.
Bye. Glad we all made it out. The important
So
thing.
that
from
was so
here, who wants to lead the way?
Me.
Give me a survival check, please.
Oh boy, it should not have been me. 14. Okay, not the worst.
Okay,
Nice.
so you gather if you leave now, you'll probably arrive back to Phandalin in the night. It'll be quite dark. The last sort of stretch of the road, you'll be walking in the night. Wouldn't be too long, but obviously it's up to you guys if you wanted to risk a late night walk through.
Well,
Do you still go, if you want to get home late?
I'm sure, boys, I'm feeling a bit tired after that.
well, our two choices are
Drama.
a late night walk through under the stars, or we stay here, where the dragon knows where I am. And I don't want to get eaten. So can we at least walk for maybe an hour before we set up camp?
How
I don't
generally
think-
close are we to Vanlin? Another day's journey.
Well, yeah. So it's coming towards midday, probably a little bit later than midday. So it's about half a day's travel left to get to Phandalin. Obviously, by the time you get there, it would be dark, and you'd be walking probably about an hour in the dark.
That's fine. We'll
Let's
take
clear
that
out
shot.
of here, walk a little bit, see if we see any shelter along the way. And then I don't mind if we camp before we reach Phandalin, but I do not want to stay here.
Well, boys are in charge, sure.
So you have zero input at all, Grandolph. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I want to sit down, but obviously you don't.
Well,
So we'll
lucky
just
for you.
go with the
Lucky for
flow.
you. You don't look like you weigh much more than that chest did. There is now a spare seat on Tater's shoulders, since we were relieved of our small fortune. But that is something you would have to discuss with him. I'm going to go this way, and I'm just going to start walking.
All right, what's the plan?
All right, I guess I'm carrying Grandpa.
No, boy, don't trouble yourself, sure. I will walk. I just want to fucking nap, though, boy.
I don't even listen to him. I just like lean my head down, curve underneath his back, and then like carry him at fireman carry.
As I'm walking away, I'm going to hear him muttering around naps. I'm like, you don't even sleep.
Can this qualify as a long rest?
Being on Tate's shoulder.
Yeah, just like, meditate on top of
Technically,
his shoulders or something like that.
A short rest,
I
maybe.
mean, he only needs 4 hours to have a long rest because he's an elf.
Yeah.
So it depends how long he carries you for, I guess. If you're only going an hour,
It's midday. I guess we're walking till 4 o'clock.
And you can stay up and watch the camp.
That's exactly what it
That
would be.
seems fair to me.
What's the plan? You guys going camping?
Yeah, walk for a couple hours to clear this area, and then we'll met camp. Yeah,
All right,
well,
cool.
just long enough for him to get his long rest in, and then we'll met camp.
The most
I've only got the,
comfortable long rest of me life.
I've only got the one
Being fireman carry.
campsite screen here. So,
He's just nestling his head into like the crook of your neck. Like, ah.
Lads, I feel rejuvenated already.
So, I know
boys.
he's on your back, but I've just got a picture of you carrying him like this, like a princess. She's like, ah.
All right, so it's starting to get dark. You're not far from Phandalin, a couple hours journey left. But as you guys have said, you rather than risk being out in the dark, where monsters do appear more frequently, you guys managed to find your way to a nice little clearing, very similar to the last one you had, almost identical actually, because I've only got
Funny
one
that.
map. So
It's
Yeah.
oddly suspicious that it looks exactly the same.
what would you guys like to do?
I am going to once again take my crossbow and go hunting for some wildlife for us to eat.
Lovely. Give me a survival check, please.
Survival, that's fine. That is a nat 1.
Nice.
I'm glad
You
I got
shoot
that
yourself.
dice roll.
All right. Grandolph, what are you doing?
I'd like to look for some herbs.
I'd
Oh,
like to
for
help him
fuck's-
look for some herbs with my own, so that we can. Oh my God, no!
Fucking 6. Lads, there's got to be something I can roll dice in.
We're just eating nettles at this point. It's a bit spicy on the texture.
I'm just not
I
convinced.
don't think advantage would help
Randolph
him. in
has
this
ever
one.
seen a herb. I just don't. I'm not convinced
So-
he knows
so,
what he's
um,
looking for.
Grandolph grew up in a
Lads.
desert.
There's so
He's over the
there's-
Underdark. He's never seen plants.
there's so much grass around here, boys.
So eating
Looks
it
right
like,
next to
eating
him
it
and
like
there's
a
some-
goat. This is what a salad is.
Tato, what are you doing? Are you looking for herbs as well?
I was gonna help him, but I'm like, listen, Nate. Here's my
It's too
proposal to you.
comedic to fix it,
It's
isn't it?
like there's a pile of goblins over here, and I'm just like, oh look, grass. Oh, Jesus, fine.
What was your proposal?
Here's my proposal to you, Nate. In part of my getting to bond better with Barkus, because having to roll each time for a command, it's gonna get old after a little bit. So I'm wondering if I can establish either some base commands of come, go, hide,
That's like
attack,
a bond level
something
kind of
basic.
deal.
Training,
Yeah.
basically.
I'll just
that
train
idea.
him. Yeah, of course. So yeah, well, you can roll animal handling. And you can teach him one command.
Okay.
Nice. What command would you like to teach him?
Come.
All right. Cool. So yeah, you spent a little bit of time.
There it is.
Before,
I see you,
before-
Yorkie. I know what you're thinking. God damn
I
it.
haven't just
You
had
already
the
did the
sound. Oh, his old elf ears don't hear that.
You spend a bit of time sort of walking with Barker somewhere, walking away, and then repeating the command in the air. And Barker eventually learns what you say, and anytime you call it out, he does approach you with some haste. All right.
Yeah, I give him some treats.
On my way
along
back
with-
from failing to hunt anything,
Yeah.
can I try and make some ad hoc snares out of bits and pieces to see if maybe on chance I could get something later?
I mean, you've spent some time now hunting because you kind of get like one activity-ish before you would need to set up camp. So yeah, you have spent
That's fine.
your kind of time.
It's fine, double
hunting.
check, that's
you
fine.
failed the hunt as well, so you would have gone out for longer than before because you haven't caught anything. You know,
That's fair.
like before you went straight in, you found some rabbits, pew pew pew, got the rabbits, you were done. But this time you couldn't find anything. So you probably gather now that most things have probably fled when the dragon was around nearby not long ago.
I'm just glad you didn't shoot yourself.
Me too. But I did shit myself earlier. However, the dragon saw none of that as a problem because, as far as he was concerned, there was a pile of horse manure behind me, so it's fine.
All right. So, who is setting up tents? Or sleeping bags. Obviously, you haven't got tents, but who's setting
No,
up?
it's 100% Grindolf because he's the one who's been napping.
I'll help set up the tents.
I'll try to set up the
Lovely. And then, and you do like a fire or anything like that? Or who's doing?
Yeah, I'll make a fire. Just something. Oh wait, we have.
Oh, you can
a
get
magical
Marcus to help
spell.
you fetch.
I'll just get Mage Hand to pull a few
And teach him
like
fetch.
branches off of trees and stuff and help as well.
Get
You know.
Marcus to go gather some sticks.
I was thinking it just always cause prestidigitation.
Wait, there's trees around
That's only
here?
a small. That's
I
only a
thought it was
small
only
flame, though,
grass.
isn't it? So you'd still need to build the fire and then do the small prestidigitation.
Give me a survival check for the old fire there.
Alright.
Bye.
And
I can just cast Firebolt, so it's fine.
Yeah, that destroys the wood.
I'm
do you
hiding.
want to?
An oldie but a goodie.
I see the smoke
wrong?
on his
Yorkie.
fingers, and I'm like, no!
You step away from
No!
the fire.
Who's rolling survival?
I dive behind that log.
I think we're all rolling survival, aren't we? Because we're all setting up. Survival.
I mean, setting up sleeping bags. Do you
Oh,
really
there
need to
we
roll
go.
survival for that?
Hey, I did something.
I mean, I'll roll a survival
I got
anyways.
18.
I got 19, sorry.
Now I get a fucking nat 20 to lay out a sleeping bag. Fuck you, dice.
This is the most comfortable camp we've made.
Yeah, you guys set up the camp quite well. Valen has come back without any food provisions, but obviously you've got your ration packs and stuff that you could use a rations to eat for tonight. Yeah, cool. What are we all doing? You're all sat around the fire. It's starting to get dark. Fire's
Sun's
lit.
getting real low.
Sun's getting low. What's the plan?
You watch, we sleep.
Aye, bye. You take your sleeps, and then I'll wake you when the time is right, boys. Unless you want to talk about anything.
I'm up for staying up a little bit later. I feel like there's a lot to unpack from what we saw.
Aye, bye.
Are you
Forces are in play,
heading
bye.
to bed, Tater?
Oh yes, I was going to go study my book.
So, Randolph,
Aye, bye.
have you ever seen a crab talk before? You are very old. I imagine you've seen a lot. Have you ever seen a crab talk?
What am I rolling?
History check.
I got an 8.
That's something that was very unusual for you as well.
Ah, it was very unusual, bye. Never have I ever heard of a crab talking before, bye.
So that's not really a day-to-day thing for wizards like yourself.
No, bye. It was very strange as well that it followed a banshee as well, I think. You wouldn't really hear of things like that too often. I'm also a wee bit concerned now about the fact that both of our gods are now in play. And also Talos seems to be the one stirring the shit pot as per se. And the dragon sightings seem to be getting more frequent as well. What say
Yes.
you on all of that shit?
Well,
Shite.
I've had an unfortunate run-in with the followers of Talos before. You
You don't say, bye.
Yes. So they don't like me very much. It's going back a bit now, but back when I was sort of learning the tricks of my trade for myself, I don't know if you know this about me. I'm very cocky. And
You
sometimes
don't say, bye.
sometimes I think I'm the smartest person in a room.
No shot, bye.
And well, you know, they were just wearing so many nice gold embroidered robes, and I just assumed wealthy. Turns out, if they seem over eager to get absolutely conned at a game of cards, they're conning you. And they drugged me and fastened me to a table, and I was, well, nearly a sacrifice. It was an interesting Sunday. Not one that I can say I've made a habit of. But I know I heard rumors I was marked, and I seeing one of them this close to where we're operating out of it, I can't say it's not jarring.
I understand where you're coming from, bye. I didn't actually grow up in the Underdark, as you know, I am a Shatterkai, which means that I've been taken into another realm, tortured and enslaved. So I know what it's like, bye. But I got out. You've got out. We're here now.
So when, just
as
out of character question,
Yeah.
because obviously he's used Blessing of the Raven Queen before. I don't think he's ever actually mentioned the Raven Queen out loud, have you? So
Nope.
I wouldn't know about the Raven Queen.
No.
Give me a history check.
I shall do. That is an 11 plus 2, 13.
Yeah, you don't really know much about the Shadow Kai. You know they are similar to elves in a way, but you don't know much more than that.
Okay. So, tortured by who?
Oh, that's a long story, bye. A long story for another day, bye. I will say, though...
When you've had a chance to write it outside of session and bore us for 40 minutes, yes?
45 minutes by.
45, I will set a timer.
It is interesting as well that my god, the owl wee Jas, that she would also come to me in my dreams and foretell the events that have happened today and warn me of them coming. So it seems that both of our gods now have both sent us on this path. And our companion as well, the bright Tater over there. The bright, muscular Tater.
He's very muscular, I must admit.
I
will have to write a song about that one day.
They are very comfortable to sit on as well, I'll tell you that way.
I might find out next time we're back in Fandolin. Mateo's face! It's all a bit surreal for me. Obviously, you've seen my brooch, you've seen me paying my dues at the Shrine of Luck. It's
also,
a weird.
Almost seen you stealing the old pot at the Shrine.
I never actually stole it. It was a joke.
I saw you eyeing it up though, by.
I didn't say. I told you let's steal it, and then I was like, no, never mind.
I had the same eyes for a shield in the shop, by.
But no, it's a weird one. I've never really placed my faith in the gods. I know I'm quite fond of Tomora's grace, but I don't know. I like to be in control, and I feel like the minute we start to put our faith in the gods is the minute we stop putting faith in ourselves. And it's just a weird one for me. I want to believe there's a higher power looking out for me, but I know that one day I will look for that and it won't be there, and I'll be shit out of luck. And if I don't keep my wits about me and keep control of my own situations, it's going to get me killed. As you've seen yourself, I've got quite a punch up for getting close to that point anyway. I don't want to risk it.
What did you do to that lightning rod, by?
Well... We'd seen that altar downstairs. It looked really, really fancy and cool. And, you know, I obviously, as I said, I was nearly a sacrifice for them. I've seen one of them previously. I knew it had to do something. I didn't know what. But seeing the prongs coming down from the ceiling, seeing the lightning rod on the roof, it was an educated guess that they were connected. And I don't know. I thought maybe if I could charge it, we could use it to our advantage somehow. I timed it very poorly, and it just so happened.
Stormy day.
It just so happened the sky decided to fuck me.
Curiosity almost killed the grandson. You know what I'm saying, by?
My back still isn't right. There's still a ringing in my ear. Something tells me I should be dead, but I'm not. And I'm very grateful for that, and I'm grateful for whatever higher power gave me a second chance. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I will say, by that the gods are playing their pieces. That's what they do. They don't control the pieces, they just put them into play. It is up to us to make the plays for them on their behest. They can give us an advantage here or there, make sure that we can get past an obstacle here or there. But we're still the ones in the control seat of it all. We're still the ones fighting the battles. They're just the ones playing their hands.
Well, the issue is if we're just their pieces in a game of chess, that means we're just the pawns being sent out to die.
But we're the ones that make the difference, aren't we?
But we're the ones that die.
We might be the ones that die.
Well, we might be the ones that make it across the board.
While you're on my side, we're the ones that live. And we're the ones that will succeed.
You know, I will hold you to that.
Don't hold me, by. I'm very frail.
And then while we're having this conversation, because we're in the firelight, I want to have a proper look at the amulet that I found on the beach. Because even though I bought it, what I am gathering is, I don't know what this fucking thing looks like in real life, Nathan. So explain it to me. What do I see?
Have I noticed, by the way, have I noticed him liking this amulet and everything he's done so far regarding the beach and stuff?
So you wouldn't have noticed the beach stuff, but if he's looking at the amulet now, you would notice that he is sat looking at this amulet with.
If I try and roll insight.
Yeah,
Oh,
go
sorry.
for it.
Yay! Whoosh. Yay! I got a 17.
Pretty good.
Yeah, so yeah, you notice that he's looking at this amulet quite longingly.
Sorry, you can describe it now. Sorry for interrupting as well.
Nate's currently trying to figure out how he wants to describe it.
Oh, okay. I'll keep stalling.
Did you not notice by his face when I
Oh, for fuck's sake, I don't know what it looks like. You can just, okay, if you want to create the image of it, you can. Or if you want me to do it, I can do that for you. It's up to you.
let's say it's like it's not real gold, but it's obviously designed to look like gold. It's a small circular locket on a chain. It's got the symbol of a spades suit from a cards on it, because naturally that's tends to be what I have on everything. It's my gimmick. And then
Just one thing.
when it opens up on the inside, it's gonna have like a little seashell in it, just sort of like
Nice.
inset into it.
Nice. So yeah, the Yorkie is Valen is looking at that. Grandolph, you look over and you notice Valen sort of just staring at this pendant.
It's a nice looking amulet you got there. By have some meaning to
really
it,
is.
does it?
It belonged to someone very important to me. I actually bought them it, which is why it's so surprising that I found it on that beach. I don't know what it means finding it now, but I'm definitely going to be pulling on this thread. I need to know what happened.
Bye. Here with you on your quest, as both of our quests are linked, and I have a feeling that this is something to do with it as well. So I will follow you.
I'll explain the meaning when we're back in town. I did promise Tater that I would tell him about my my time at sea, and this fits quite nicely into that. So I will shed some light soon, but for now it's a story that I'm going to keep close to my chest, if that's okay.
I do love a good story, though.
You do love a good story. And who better to tell you than your friendly neighborhood bard?
Probably a lot better than me, I swear.
I'm going to go get some rest. Are you sure you're okay taking watch on your own?
I should be grand. Just as long as me eye flaps don't get in the way of me eyes, and the earwax doesn't overload me ears, I should be all right.
Well, if they do,
I
just
am
shout
quite
and we
old.
will come running.
Bye.
I'm trying to sound like
as
put
well,
my
I
on
would
his
also-
shoulder as a
Ow! Oh, Jesus.
lightly. I'm not just going to go.
Grandolph takes D100 damage.
Every time someone touches him.
Curse of a wizard. Yeah, just put my hand on his shoulder, so like a friendly tap, and then I'm just going to start heading towards my tent.
Cool. All right. So, Grandolph, through the night, you keep watch. You have a look around. You do hear some twigs snapping in the distance. Sounds light, not too. Doesn't sound like anything quite big, but nothing more than that.
All right. I choose to sit tight and hope nothing happens.
Cool. And as you sit tight and hope nothing happens, nothing does happen. And the night passes without any issues. All right.
Yay.
So, it is morning. Wakey, wakey. Fire's dead.
During
Birds
the
are
long rest.
singing.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
go ahead. No, go ahead.
During the long rest as well, I would like to spend my last 50 gold on learning a spell
Yeah.
from the list. Let's see that. It's almost done. I can't learn these yet because most of those are level 2 spells. So I will learn identify off of the list.
Nice.
Yeah.
Lovely. All right. So, wakey, lads. Yes, Tato, I will figure something out for the book for you. I'll do that while you guys do the next bit here.
Just to show
I
off
can
my
also give
clock.
you a nature check if you'd like. I can also give you a nature check to study if you'd like.
Yeah, let's do that. That sounds good.
Okay. Nat 24. I read the entire book.
Shit. Right.
Giving it
Okay.
time to
Learn about
write a book.
dragons.
Now I've got to figure out what was in the book.
I learned about dragons. How about that one?
Well, it depends if whoever wrote the book knew about dragons. All right. So, yeah. So you guys woken up. Fire's dead.
Yep.
What's the plan?
I'm going to sort of throw my cloak back onto me, and then as I do, it's going to transform into what my old coat looked like. I'm just going to look at it like, that will never not be amazing. And then I'm
As I
going
turn down the
to... I'm just going to cast a fire sorceress burst at the fire. Just flick a card at it just to spark the fire back up.
Okay. Cool.
And then, do we have, like, coffee in our rations kits?
No.
Tea.
There's basic
You have
coffee.
tea. You can make a tea out of something.
I'm going
Maybe
to
you have
start.
some.
I'm going to start making some morning tea.
Lovely. All right. So Valen's got up and started making some tea. Grandolph and Tato. What's the plan?
I'll now start taking down the camp with prestidigitation over and over and over.
Sure. Nice.
I'll just
Like fucking
chill.
Mickey
Wait.
Mouse and the broom stands and shit.
Clean, clean, clean.
Oh, can I, while I'm waiting for tea, can I analyze the wand and see if I maybe figure out what it does, or would I need to use a spell on it at this point?
You could give me an Arcana check for it, yeah.
Okie dokie. I can find Arcana. That would help. I got a 20.
20, nice. So, you know it to be a wand of secrets. I'll
Ooh.
post in the chat here what that
It's
does
not a
for you.
secret. It's identified it.
I just pick up the identify spell and then I got a wand of identify. I'm like, no.
And while he's looking at it, I'm just going to hand him his tea.
Nice.
Thank you.
And As
then-
I'm like finishing up the last bits, I also point at your tea and make them each flavored like coffee. With prestidigitation.
I'm going to look at it as you do it and go, oh, you're fucking good. And then I'm going to use a bit of my rations. I'm just going to put it down for Barkus.
Oh, nice.
Get him some breakfast. He deserves it.
Very grateful for the food. He chomps it all up. Nice and quick.
Yeah.
All right. So you've all got some nice tea. Chris, in the roll 20 chat, I've just popped the what the description of the wand does. It has 3 charges. You can use an action to expend one of its charges. If a secret door or trap is within 30 feet of you, the wall pulses and points at the nearest one to you, and it gains 1d3 charges every day back every day at dawn.
Nice.
Yeah, as I'm handing him his tea, I'm just like, anything interesting?
Aye. This wand is a wand of secret spy.
Keep
I
your
know it
secrets,
well.
then.
Hey, yo, got him.
Gotta get them memes in there.
Copyright strike.
If we need to find a secret door somewhere, I think this might be of use.
What's better than thaumaturgy?
Hey,
Aye, bye, because you don't have to see the door.
no. Thaumaturgy we can use an unlimited amount of times.
Ooh.
So... that's not my character, that's just me. You just... I'm just bitter. As he cuts me deep with that insult about thaumaturgy, silvery babs! No, I'm kidding.
I also have thaumaturgy.
The wand is not a wand of secrets anymore.
We open each other's pants like breeches and they just fall. No, okay.
Except I can clean mine.
Prestidigitation on my underpants. No.
I'll clean up your underpants. Boop.
Right, boys. I'm a bit turned around.
By any chance, did we level up?
No.
Did I say you leveled up?
Oh,
He did. I specifically remember him saying,
All
we're
right,
all,
everybody,
we're
get in the
all
comments.
Now,
Tell Nate to let us level up.
yeah.
we're all,
Everyone
we're
in
all now
comments.
level 20.
Nope.
Right,
Oh,
I'm a little
God, I
bit turned
know what
around.
to do with myself.
What direction's home again?
That way.
Right.
Survive a deck, please.
Yes, Taser.
I pointed the wrong way, probably. I got a 6.
Oh no.
After a day's walk, you end up back at the lighthouse. The dragon is there.
So as you come out of the woods, you're walking through the woods and you feel like you've seen the same place a couple of times in a row, and then you end up you walk for an hour or so, and you end up back at this campsite. So you've walked and you've walked around and you see the remains of the camp and the fire that has like fizzled out over the time, and you've ended up back where you are now.
I pressed vegetation away the fire so that way no one else can see it.
I told you we should have taken that last left instead of the right. God damn it.
You haven't rolled a survival check, Randolph. I don't want to hear you know where we're going.
I will roll my survival check then, bye.
In our journey, did we come across any roads?
Got a 13.
Hey, what? Sorry.
Any roads?
No. You've kind of just gone through. You've gone into the forest, and you've kind of just gone in a big circle.
Just lost in a
around.
thicket.
Yeah.
Great. 13 on your survival, was that?
Yes, of course. You kind of know your way back to the road.
Aye, bye. I'll lead the way. I think I recognize this patch of grass over here by the last time I was looking around.
So, Chris, you're leading the way?
Started grass enough.
Yeah, I'll lead the way this time.
All right. Wow.
Very close to Tater, though. As my meat shield, you know. Always keep your meat shield close.
Some would
Lead him
think
from
he's
the back.
still on his back.
All right. You guys
He's
are all
standing still.
completely fine. You spend a couple hours walking back to Vandalin, and you
Oh,
manage
it's so nice to be back in
Yeah.
civilization.
Yay. And then
This is
5
civilized.
dragons come down.
No, only 2 dragons. We can't handle 5.
The entire town is covered in fireballs.
Oh, let me get Orcus. He's not been on this map yet. There he is.
Oh, he's huge.
Threw me off when you went to go get back, because all of our tokens just shot off the map. Like we just forgot him and then ran back. Oh fuck, we forgot Kevin.
No, I remember come.
And say that now,
Alright.
it's December.
You guys
I know.
back at Vandalin. What's the plan?
Oh, we didn't have any quest for this, did it? This was just like
Yeah.
our own little quest, wasn't it?
This was our own little quest.
So we've no reward. Oh,
No reward. You got so much shit from that place. You had
I know, yeah,
10,000
but
gold.
I mean, I'm
No,
poor.
we didn't. Nathan, don't
I
mind
mean, I'm
us.
fucking
If
poor.
we had opened that, we would have found 2 gold.
It's like
would
we opened the chest ourselves and there's 1 gold piece for it.
But when it was a chest of dragon's gold, aka only a dragon can get the 10,000 gold inside.
My
Actually-
thought process was, we're in the middle of the road, we have a chest, there's a dragon. Now,
I was leaving it there for that reason.
I was like, surely it's going to want the chest.
Who's Shirley?
Surely you
I
can't
don't know, but she's pretty nice.
Shirley is my pet name for tomorrow.
Ian, weren't you wanting to get something about the house?
Yes. Do we have? Do any of us have any parchment?
I have a whole calligrapher's kit. Of course I do.
Do you have sealing
okay.
wax?
Let me look in my actual calligrapher's kit to see if I have sealing. Inventory.
I have a tinderbox.
That will not help me.
Some gun. How come D&D Beyond get your calligrapher's item set up?
Yeah, it just says calligraphy kit.
I know.
I was looking at that to figure out what you need for a forgery kit, because I have a disguise kit. You click on that, it's like, oh, you've got this and that and this and that. I'm like, sick. I try to look at what I need for a forgery kit, and it's like, this is a forgery kit. And I'm like, I fucking know that, dickhead.
It just says that it helps, it adds my proficiency bonus to my... So basically, it's whatever I want in there. If calligraphy requires wax...
Well, to be fair, I've sent a couple letters now that I have been sealing. So, for roleplay's sake, can we just say it's an educated thing? I probably have sealing wax in my inventory.
Calligrapher supplies include ink, a dozen sheets of parchment, and 3 quills. Yeah, Yorkie, I'll let you have the seal, and it'll come with wax stampede.
Wait, we have shitloads of wax because we used it all on our ears, remember?
Candle wax and sealing wax are different.
Oh.
Very different.
Yeah, I'll allow it just because we've already said that you've sealed shit before, so
That's fine.
it's not going to break the game.
Obviously, we'll say I have a finite amount. I'll find out how much is in, because I'm pretty sure sealing wax comes in a forgery kit. So I'll find out how much a standard forgery kit gives you, and then I'll just sort of take away 2 from that, since I've already sent 2 letters.
Sure.
Right, boys, before we do anything, shall we get out of the middle of the road?
Aye.
Tavern, beer, food, coffee. Actual
Now that
coffee.
you mention it, I wouldn't mind some of that average taste in porridge.
I'll make it taste wonderful with prestidigitation.
Average tasting porridge. You guys, a bit nice porridge.
I've liked it this entire time.
No.
Average taste.
You said
It's not
that
the
it was
best,
average taste in
but it's
porridge.
nice
It's
and
not the
warm.
best, but it's not the worst.
Every time
And
we've
you can
ordered
quote him on
food, I've been one of the last ones to get there for food. So I've kind of just been handed porridge because it's been ordered.
Yoki, a forgery kit does include seals and a sealing wax. So
Does it,
you're
give
good.
does it give a quantity of how much, or for roleplay
says
sake, should we just say, I have it?
Yeah,
Well, actually, I'm the only one who can learn spells as well off of books like this. So I could probably... What's all the spells? Yeah, I could probably sell the first one, the gnomish one, and keep the second one. Maybe I can make money off of that. So maybe I'll stop by the shop and try that. Wait, hold on. I don't sleep. Yeah. Maybe I'll try that. Is that okay? Try and sell the...
sure thing. All right. So, Grandlove's going to the shop. Valen, where were you going? To the pub?
I am going to go to the pub.
Nice. And Tato, what are we up to?
I'm pretty much doing the same time follow of Balin.
You going with Valen? Okay. Lovely. Right. I'll grab the spell book for you here. I guess. Sorry, my brain is.
Am I
not
still
working
playing
as
like
quick as it should be.
crackling fire sounds from the camp, and I don't know, it's just so satisfying in my ears.
It is actually...
It's so relaxing.
I realized
it's
it was
that
still
one.
going.
Those
I was
spells
so-
that were on the...
I was so relaxed that I was like listening to it. I just didn't even think about it being on. All right, cool.
Yeah, I'll
So I was just getting how much it was on the sheet here. Cool. Let me just back
I'll
to.
remove that pin then as well.
So you ground off. You enter Barthen's provisions. Obviously, it's closer than the tavern, so you enter there first before everyone else gets to the other place. And you see Barthen inside, and he's like, "Ah, hello, Master Wizard. What can I do for you?"
How you doing there, bye? Looking to sell some wares, if you don't mind, if you're interested, of course.
What have we got?
We have this here magic book. has a few spells in it. So it does.
Okay. What spells does it contain? He sort of takes it off you and he sort of starts flicking through it.
Has the spell, if you need to detect anything magical in the area, it helps you identify magic items, protective magic such as armor and shield spell. It also has a sleep spell, just in case you need to put someone to sleep if they're telling a very long story or telling you what's in a spell book and it's dragging out a bit too long. Magic missile, a spell that every mage would actually need, and then it has burning hands, which really helps you light the place up, you know.
Right. Yeah, I could sell this on. I can give you 75 gold for it. How about that?
Can I do insight just to check to see if he's
Yeah.
scamming? I trust him and everything. I just want to, you gotta be sure.
What'd you get?
Sorry, 15. My
50.
apologies.
Yeah, no, that seems like a fair price for the book.
Aye, bye. That seems like a reasonable price.
Nice. Yeah, so he hands over the money to you in a little bag.
Yay, I'm not poor. I also have here this, these here harpy pinions, by the way. I hear that they are of some use whenever it comes to making potions or whatever.
What is it? What part of the harpy is it?
Harpy pinions, yeah. No, I don't know if I would know that actually. I know that because of Baldur's Gate.
No.
Well, you know you pulled them off a harpy.
Yeah. Yeah, I know I pulled them off of a harpy.
Oh, thank you.
You weird D&D tankard.
Carry that one.
Fill it with ale.
Bye.
I want to get like a D&D t-shirt.
I've turned around to Claw. I'm like, for Christmas, can Santa bring me a fancy tankard?
Go to our shop. Or just the.
How many did you take?
Sorry?
Cheers.
How many of you got to sell there?
I have 6, but I want to sell 3.
Okay, I'll give you about 15 gold for the lot.
Bye. Sure, that sounds reasonable as well. And tell me by there as well, do you know anything about potion making by any chance, do you?
Potion making myself, I don't, but tell you who you want to go talk to is Adabra Gwyn by the windmill. She'd be your best bet.
Oh, you don't say, by.
Yeah, makes health potions, I think she does.
Does she, by? That could be awfully useful to me and my adventuring companions now that you mention. Thank you very much for the tip, by. All right, we'll be seeing you. Thank you very much for the business.
Pleasure doing business with you. Thank you for the stuff.
Bye. Oh, Jesus,
right.
I'm so glad I didn't annoy them.
I said, I love the fact that the general rule now
He
is...
said that in character as well. He walked out of the shop and went, Jesus, I'm glad I didn't ignore
I
it.
said, I love how it's just like the standard for the campaign now is Grandolph cannot go to the blacksmith. He will get quadruple charged and get dirty looks.
Yeah, it was like, can you
get
go
half
to the
off.
blacksmith for me because I want to get a ring, please.
Well, I go anyways because I get the best deal.
Tugging on your cape, you know.
Please, can you buy me this?
Grandson.
So you guys
I'll
make
meet
your
the
way
lads.
back to the Stonehill Inn. As you enter, Hogrod sort of looks over from the bar. He's like, "Oh, that's all right. I thought you'd moved on. I wasn't expecting to come back." He looks very excited. He's very happy to see you. He's like just beaming at the moment.
You would not believe the days we have had.
Right. Well, have a seat. I'll fetch you an ale.
Perfect. Please, could I also have something substantial to eat? As much sausage and eggs as you can muster. I am starving.
None of
Thank
that now, boys. None of that. Only the best for Valen. Get us another bowl of porridge there, lad,
Oh
would you?
God, no porridge, please. Sausage and eggs.
You're not here yet. You're walking.
It's the food of the kings. It's the food of the gods, Spy.
It's just gonna walk in like, they sell more than porridge.
Yeah. Wait, there's more than porridge here. No way.
Alright. Tater, what are we doing? Sorry, I'll do that in character. What about yourself, Master Tater?
I want to clarify what he said. I think what he said was, give us all your sausage and eggs.
Rod Swanson, motherfucker! I love you so much.
Right, that'll be, that's quite a lot.
How much sausage and eggs could you possibly keep without refrigeration?
I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder and went, no, there was another example of hyperbole. We don't actually want all of them, just a hefty portion, please. I'll explain exaggeration to you later, Tater, I promise.
Right, all right. Tater, same for you?
Aye.
All right, 2 portions of sausage and eggs, and 2 ale
kibble.
coming right up.
And
And some kibble.
We'll have a
Something for the
porridge
dog.
for our friend when he finally arrives, please.
So yeah, for the dog. So as you say, for the dog, Hogwarts looks over and just sees Barker sitting on the floor. He's like, no, you can't have that in here.
He's a service animal.
I push a gold across the table. Yes, I can.
Like I'm listen, lads. I'm fine for a lot of things, but dogs, they're not one of them. I'm sorry.
Push more gold across the table.
How about
Listen.
this? Do you have a spare bowl? I'm happy to pay for it just so we can put something in it and put it outside with him whilst we're in here.
Right.
Would that be okay?
As he's thinking about it, Barkus walks up to him and like licks his hand. Hogwarts like, right, keep the dog. he walks back to the behind the bar and goes to get his things. And as he's bringing back the
Take
ale
my gold.
and the food, Grandolph enters the tavern as well.
Hey,
Master
mate.
Grandolph, I thought you'd left us and all.
No, I'm still here, sure, bye.
Right, well,
I'll shake him.
Master Valen's ordered you a bowl of porridge here, so I'll go and get that.
Ah, lovely. I do love the all porridge, bye, you know.
Such a
I'll sit down.
He comes over and he hands you a bowl of porridge and an ale. All 3 of you got the ales, and as he's about to leave, he takes one last look at Barkus. And he's like, he heads back to the bar.
Lads, this
We'll be getting
porridge
that
is
house soon,
pretty
yes,
good
because
today.
I'm gonna look at Tater. I'm gonna be like, for the love of God, I love Barkus, but he is your dog. Please do not let him get us kicked out of here. It's probably the one place we're all liked.
Liked? I don't know about that. I don't want to be liked by
Barthen-
anyone who does not love dogs.
Barthen thinks I'm a criminal. I'm pretty sure he thinks I'm a war criminal at this point. And Lenine would happily see Grandolph buried under the Townmaster's Hall. It's for the best we don't get banned from here for having a dog.
Who the fuck is Lidine by?
She's the old man from Lion Shield Costa.
Oh, you don't say. You're choosing to be on mighty fine terms then, first name and all. By the way, speaking of first name and all, I forgot the name of the lady that we're going to meet, the lady at the windmill, but apparently she might be able to aid me in learning how to make potions, a healing. Might come in handy for the lot of us, A, to keep us alive, and B, to make a bit of money. So I can learn more spells by.
I'm happy to make a trip down there at some point.
Aye, bye. Thanks very much. And what about you, Tater the Magnificent? Bye.
Dane the Magnificent as a title. You've heard it here first, folks. Well, if you're so concerned with whether people are like you or not, I'm the only one that doesn't seem to have had any bad wheels in the village so far. So I think I shall finish up my meal, and Barkus and I shall depart and find other lodging for the night.
Oh, brilliant. That was the word I was thinking of. Sorry.
You're okay. It's like, I'm not using now, am I?
He sat there while Taylor spoke and just went, "What's the word?" Taylor's talking to him. He's like,
he's literally just staring back at Taylor, and he's just looking at him. And he puts his finger up, and he's just like, brilliant was the word I was looking for.
not listen to a single thing he's just said. Just staring directly at him, going,
"What was this about the doggo?"
I would like to, whilst we're waiting for the food, I want to scan around. Throw back to the first episode. Oh, have we got ours as well?
Yeah, he brought everything over here.
All right. So you just said that he got his porridge and we'd got our ales. I didn't realise we already had our food as well. So is he just watching us tuck into proper food then?
Yeah.
I would like
they do more than porridge here, by Jesus.
I would like to get Hogrod's attention.
I say I prestidigitation the porridge and it tastes like sausage and eggs.
I would like to just ask him, like, Hogrod, the rumors about the lighthouse. Where did you hear them from?
Where did I hear them from? I can't quite remember, lad. My accent's going Irish because you fuckers.
It's entirely my fault.
Sorry about that. Agrid. Right. Can't quite remember where I heard that. It was just some folks passing through, you know.
Was there any mention of the name the Lady Death?
The Lady Death. Doesn't ring a bell.
Any sailors that came through from that direction? Do you know if any of them are still in town? If there were any? Or...
we not had any sailors around here.
Right.
I just start. I use thaumaturgy to create the sound of a bell out in the distance.
A bell?
Yeah, it doesn't ring a bell, so I made a bell ring.
Oh god, so goes.
Should have let that dragon eat you.
Bit odd.
To be fair, I would have eaten you.
Yeah, that's true. No worries, I just
Are you
pulling
all
at some
drinking
threads.
your ales?
Yes.
Alright, all three of you give me a constitution saving throw, please.
We've
Let's
never
go
had to
push.
do this for his ale before. I thought it was just watered down piss.
Because you've been
That
going
is
to bed
a
fast, so I'm worried about it.
Nat 20.
16.
Nice, yeah, so it doesn't quite affect you at all yet. You're happily drinking the ale. Cool. Sorry, just wanted to throw that in while I was there. Carry on.
I'm good. While I've still got his attention, I'm like, do you know anyone in town who potentially any more adventuring sorts that may have had dealings over that way? Anyone I could pick the brains of?
Adventuring sorts. Right. Sorry about that. Right.
Fuck! My child stole my notebook. Piss.
I didn't know you had a child. Right.
Balin's a mystery for many.
Sorry about that. I reckon there was a adventure here not too long ago. I'm sure he's still in town somewhere. I don't really know where he lives.
Is he locked up for afraid of dragons?
Oh no, that's the town master of that.
Do you know if he had any dealings with anyone else in town? Anyone that might be able to point me in the right direction?
I reckon Barthen would be a good start.
Perfect. I shall go ask him some questions then. Boys, I will return unless you want to come with me. The choice is yours.
I shall be finding another establishment that doesn't mind dogs.
I'll come with you, sure, by, you know, you are my kin after all, you know.
As you
Appreciated.
As you get up to leave, who's at the highest? Grandolph. You see, just as you're about to leave, Hogrod quickly drops a bit of sausage on the floor for Barkus without trying to be sneaky about it, but doesn't quite. It's not very obvious about it. But he does throw a bit of sausage on the floor, look around as if he didn't do it, and Barkus happily takes up the sausage and walks out with you guys.
I'll just kind of smile and nod a little bit, and before I'm walking out, like.
Lovely.
And I'm gonna head up to Barthen's.
All right. You move it. Go. Enough's gone.
you want me to
Cool.
come in with you, or do you want me to stand outside, bye?
I don't mind. You can come in if you would like.
That's what she said, bye.
How is it that you are the oldest one here and probably the most immature?
What do you
No
mean?
idea,
Those
bye.
two work perfectly.
Isn't this how all old people are, sure, bye?
I'm going to walk into Barthen's, full well knowing that the last time I spoke to this person, he believes I am a criminal.
Right. He looks up at you. He's like, "Right, you're back.
I am.
What can I do for you?"
Two things actually. Firstly, do you know where one would acquire a loot?
A loot.
A loot.
Give me a second. I think I might have a loot around here.
Oh, beautiful.
Just gotta check my book.
Limited to
make
these
sure-
pan pipes, and they're good, but they're not quite. Not quite doing it for me.
Not
Exactly.
quite
Yes.
helpful. Yeah, I get that. Bit of a girly one, that pan flute, isn't it?
I would say more refined. However, I find myself not being refined or being surrounded by the refined sort. They're a bit poncy, a bit posh.
Well, that's what I was gonna. I was trying to word it that way, but girly was what came to mind. Let me have a look here. Let me have a look. That's not what I need.
I think poncy is the
Sorry.
word for posh, isn't it? It's not and I don't think that's a
I
slur.
think so. I think so.
Unless I've just accidentally dropped a slur on stream, in which case I apologise, but I'm sure poncy is what you'd use for like posh. Hey, look at me, I'm a Tory, kind of.
Sorry, sir. I don't have a.
I was gonna say Lily would know, and Lily confirmed.
Say he doesn't have one.
I don't have a loot. I'm sorry, sir.
That's absolutely fine. I am currently staying over in the Stonehill Inn, so and I'm going to slide in 1 gold over. If it's not too much inconvenience, if you do happen to acquire one in your stock at any point, I would be very, very appreciative if you could let Hogrod know.
No problem. I'll do that.
Perfect. The other thing I was going to ask is, Hogrod told me you might know of some adventuring sorts other than ourselves in town. I was hoping you could maybe point me in the right direction.
Well, let me think. Now, he did sell me a book, or he gave me a book full of information that your orc friend bought not too long ago. Well, a few days ago, actually. It's been quite some time since I've seen you. I think he lives over... now, if you head to the south of Foundlin, you'll see past the Lion Shield. Keep going down that path. You'll see a busted up house on your right, and then keep following the path. On the left, as you go down, then there'll be it looks quite broken up, but he does stay there.
Perfect. I will. I shall make sure to go give him a visit at some point. You've been amazing.
I've got to be honest. He doesn't really like visitors.
I don't know. You've probably gathered. I'm not very popular with anyone, so I suppose I can go try and change his mind. If not, I am very good at dodging things being thrown at me. And I am going to leave Barthen's.
Nice. Anyone? Either of you have to do anything?
No, I'm following suit.
Yeah.
I'm just there.
I just
Jacob?
planned on praying at the Shrine of Luck.
Oh, okay. Give me a religion check.
Yes, sir. Boop, 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 boop. Religion. I'm perfect at religion. I've never had a bad religion in my life. 12.
Okay, so just there was a phrase I said to Yorkie.
There was.
Just trying to get that
The
back
one
up.
thing I have not noted.
Yeah. Funnily enough,
Well, given that was first or second session.
it was before we started playing it. It was the. I've got it here. Luckily, I remember one of the words to search it. All right, so you recognize the shrine as a shrine to Timora, the goddess of luck, and you know the general pray that you would do for Timora would be to put an offering down at the shrine along with the phrase a gold to the lady returns in tenfold.
I lay down 100 gold and say a prayer, an offering to the lady returns tenfold.
Okay. Do you have faith in the gods or Timora or any particular god?
Not terribly, actually. No, I mean that's not something I believed in, the pursuit of knowledge. But for some reason, I can't seem to wrap my mind around hatred, and so perhaps the gods will have some direction in terms of learning more about how people can be so hateful towards dogs in particular.
Okay, so that's what your prayer is based on, yeah?
You just say 100
Yeah,
gold.
Okay.
I just want to learn. I want to learn. I want to try and that's my main pursuit, is trying to learn about things.
Yeah.
A bit of it is flavored with the spite I feel towards Hogrod, but not I want to know how to destroy. No, it's just generally offering good tithings.
Cool. So are you doing that while they're in Bathlands, or did you go to Bathlands with them?
No. I'm doing that while they're in Bartons.
Cool. So Phelan and Grandolph, as you walk past the shrine, you see Tater there with 100 gold now on the shrine in front of him, just piled up, and he's sort of just stacking it nice in a little
just
pile.
staring at him like, what are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing?
Something very silly. I'm gonna look around to see if any other townsfolk are noticing the sheer amount of gold he's putting down at this altar.
Walking by, just kind of generally getting on about their day. They don't really. It's a religious altar, so they're kind of just allowing people to pray as they will. They're not really looking.
What? Why do you feel you need to place this much gold at the altar?
Well, what else would I spend it on? I have everything I need. All my needs are taken care of. And I prayed.
You know, if you don't need your gold, you have friends who could use it.
Indeed. The goddess of luck herself.
Question. Did you say the phrase?
Yes.
You realize that you're not going to get interest on that gold back, right? It's not literal.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I'm just gonna start walking towards the postmaster, just bewildered. Just like, what the fuck?
Grandolph,
Sometimes a good act is an act in itself.
Oh, this all doesn't bother me in any way. I just kind of tip my hat and keep walking.
Nice. Who are you walking with, Valen?
Valen, yeah. Because
Okay,
we're on our way down, so.
Tater, what are you doing?
I guess I'll go with them now.
Going with them? And Yoki, so you're going to the postmasters, yeah?
I am indeed.
I just noticed we have quests on the left, actually. Oh,
Yeah, those are the quests you got from the board last time.
Bye.
Thank you. I was about to straighten that up. I saw it, I was like...
That was me that moved it, yeah.
Alright. So, Yorkie, you walk into the postmasters, and the guy bear behind the desk, he looks up and he's, hello, Master Valen. Good to see you again.
I was just wondering if any post had come in for me.
No, you did receive a message when we sent the last letter. Your father opened the letter and he said to tell you that it seems like you're running a good scam, and he may see you soon.
Right. Thank you. I will no doubt be using your services soon. And I'm going to look back at these two, and what thoughts of expressions am I seeing from you two?
Yeah, what did we hear of that? Or
You heard all of it, yeah. You're with him, so you heard the entire conversation.
Huh. And yet you mocked my use of gold.
you're running some sort of scam by, are you?
Funnily enough, this is one of the rare occasions I'm not. I will tell you everything, just not here.
We getting to meet your dad, are we? Is son coming over? Is he by?
In a sense. I'm going to look back at the postmaster and I'm like, thank you. And I'm leaving there. Oops. Right, you said, Tater, you said you had parchment and ink and all of the good stuff, right?
Yes.
Let's go and get ourselves a table back in the town, not in the town master's hall. That'd be interesting. Let's go get ourselves a table back in the inn and let's sort out this accommodation issue, shall we?
I'm going to take my materials, but I don't believe I'll be welcome with Barkus.
If I may propose an alternate course of direction, please, we could head to the windmill first, and while I interact with the lovely lady there and learn how to make potions or what to look for the potions by, there you can do all of your letter things and stuff like that. Bye.
That seems fair.
Very eloquently as well. Yes, bye.
That seems fair to me.
And that way Barkus is also welcome. Although I would note that possibly the tavern master doesn't mind Barkus as much as he lets on by.
What makes you say that?
I saw him drop a sausage to the wee lad.
Oh, God, you
To the wee.
sly old dog, you.
Ah, no.
I do not understand dishonesty then.
Possibly something to do with somebody else there, possibly. Maybe the patrons, or maybe... I don't know about his wife, but... so
People
I can't
lie
say the
for
wife in the
all
kitchen.
sorts of reasons.
Yeah, so maybe he just doesn't want the dirt, like, maybe he just thinks that there's extra cleaning involved after a dog or something like that, you know.
I press
Who knows?
vegetation Barkus and show how clean his coat is.
That's going to be just like the running thing of this session, isn't it? Because we're not in combat, so there's no silvery barbs. It's just going to be prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation, yeah.
Yes.
If I fail any of my rolls involving potions and stuff like that, though, make sure to silvery barbs those, yeah?
Well, no, because it just makes you take the lowest roll.
Make it worse.
Oh, yeah.
You're not a chronomancy wizard.
Use it on her. That way I get advantage.
What?
I don't know.
Cross that bridge when we come to it.
She's breathing silvery barbs.
She has stopped breathing. You now have advantage on your roll to look for herbs.
What?
All right.
Why
what's
did
the
you
plan?
kill her? Sandwich.
Sandwich.
Shall we make the windmill, right?
I think we'll go to the windmill, yeah.
Oh, it's the windmill, yeah.
Sandwich in the last one.
What? Yeah, you did get a sandwich last time. You invented the sandwich.
No, I mean, I forget whether I said it last session.
Oh, no, I don't think
Oh
you said
shit, yeah, you did
sandwich.
invent the sandwich, didn't you?
You invented the sandwich, yeah.
In Fandolin, anyway.
Yeah. All right. So you guys, a little bit of a trip over, but about an hour's walk gets to the windmill.
Boys, before we go in, what's her name again?
Oh, fucking nobody.
One of us needs to know. And it sure as shit isn't me. It's
You're the channel keeper.
I do things. True. It's
The worst thing
we
is
have it
Nate said her name like
isn't it
5
like
minutes ago, and
isn't it like
20.
Abara?
Don't we have it on that paper that you kept?
Alakazam.
Kadabra.
Here we go.
Adabra. Her name is
it began with
Adabra.
an S.
Her name is Adabra.
Adabra, yes. Where have you got that information from?
From
History
that sheet, the bounty.
history check. I
have
actually did
the
roll a
bounty.
nat. The funny thing is, though, I read my notes, but I did actually just roll a nat 20 on the history check as a joke. I just wasted my nat 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
So
do you
as you guys
want
go to the windmill, obviously I can't change the map itself, but you do notice that the door is now repaired.
And
Knock,
frailly
knock.
knock on the door and be like, Adabra, hello, 'tis us, ma'am.
Cool. So are you knocking the door from there?
Hi, bye.
I recognise that colour on the map. The whole door is made of manure.
Brown.
I did not cast minor illusion this time.
Prestidigitation to make it smell like a
I
door.
cast it, Prestige.
She opens the door to you and she's like, oh, lovely to see you again.
Top of the afternoon to you, and may the road rise to meet you. I hear from a source in the town that you possibly might be able to aid us. I'm looking to learn how to craft healing potions.
Right.
I heard you're the best person in town to speak to regarding such things, what to look for and such.
Yes, come on in. I'll show you the way.
I thank you very much. Much appreciated.
All right, so Adabra is going to spend some time now teaching Grandolph how to craft potions. What are you two doing?
I'm going to follow him and we're like, Adabra, do you mind if we use one of your tables to just work on a project whilst you do that? We won't make a mess.
She goes, yes, it's fine.
And how are you with dogs?
Oh, I love dogs.
Perfect. Meet Barkers.
Barkers.
Then I'm just gonna go. So,
Barkus just starts coming on the floor. It's like, no.
You call him over, and Adabra, she looks over and she's like, "Oh, he's a good boy." So just ruffling his ears, and he's just like really like just wagging his tail, all happy.
Oh,
I'm gonna go sit down at the table in the corner. I'm just gonna start getting like, because we've still got some of the previous job listings, haven't we? I'm gonna get one of them out. I'm gonna get like my sealing wax and stuff and start laying out on the table.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
So,
all right.
let's
I'm gonna
get
take 2
cracking.
seconds. I'm just gonna go pee, and then we'll.
aye.
While I'm out there, I'll think about what you guys do.
I have written Adabra down. I need to start writing everybody's names down because I'm so shit with names.
Tater, the plan is we have this old job listing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think we could make a copy of the seal?
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe transfer the seal over to a new piece of parchment and forge ourselves some sort of lease to the property opposite the postmaster's?
Yes.
You think we could?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it looks like as soon as the DM returns, we're going to commit fraud.
Certainly create fraud. Commit fraud.
I'm just thinking it gives us a roof over our head. It gives a place for Barkus to stay as well. Because realistically, the only place we've found where we can keep him is here. And I don't know about you, I don't fancy walking out of town every day just to get a roof over Barkas's head. The DM has just demolished his desk.
Fuck that
You
desk.
ran the fucking bar. All right. So, Grandolph, Adara walks you through the herbs and things she uses and her methods of making potions there. Valen and Tato, what's the plan?
We are using a new piece of parchment. We're going to try and carefully take the seal for Fandlin off of one of the job listings from the Town Master, transfer it to a new piece of parchment, and then form a lease to say that we can stay in that ramshackled house opposite the postmaster's.
Lovely. Give me a sleight of hand check, and you can add your proficiency bonus there.
Sleight of hand with proficiency. So when you say add my proficiency, that's just my +4, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's already added on to your sleight of hand if you're proficient.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is a
So
12 plus. Sleight of hand is 4,
What are you gonna say,
so
Tato?
16.
Well, if it's the proficiency bonus on top of what it is, because like for instance, mine is my strength check plus my proficiency, so it'd be like the 5 that I have plus another 2.
But if he's proficient in sleight of hand anyway, it would automatically be on.
I figure
Yeah,
if he's using the forgery kit or if I'm using the.
I don't have. Oh yeah, you're using your
calligrapher's
calligrapher's kit, aren't we? You've let me use your calligrapher's kit. So would that, between the two of us, what would that do?
I will give you advantage.
You'll give me advantage.
Yes, if
Alright,
you're
so it
making
was-
if you're doing it.
So it was 12 on the first roll, plus 4, so that was a 16.
Okay.
And that is a 19 plus 4. That is a 23.
Nice. So yeah, between the two of you, using the calligraphy kit and the forgery kit, you make what looks to you as a pretty good copy of a lease with the seal attached. And
There we go.
during this time,
We're no longer
Grandolph,
homeless.
you now understand which herbs you need to make potions of healing. You know what they look like now.
Oh
You
my
understand what
god.
a herb is, and
You're telling me that all wasn't grass? That is fucking mad, bye.
and she's like, "No, yes, not grass. You wouldn't need grass for any sort of potion, really. Not sure
You're,
why you've been looking at grass."
I was just under the assumption that something was in the grass, but that this was all grass. But this is magical. You have been a huge help. God, may we just bless you.
From here, I will allow you to understand herbs a bit better, and you'll be able to make potions of healing. Anyone can kind of make potions. With the rule of D&D, it's kind of like you should know how to do stuff like that. But for the aspect of fun and learning shit, it's nice that you now know how to make potions of healing specifically.
I have the kit and stuff like that, so obviously I'm practiced in some way,
Yes.
but like obviously not in the key.
But not the Sword Coast environment. You know, you were in the Underdark and anywhere else, and you probably have not explored this realm as much.
Yeah, if I see some
understand what
Underdark
they do.
mushrooms or something like that, I'll know which ones of those to use for a healing potion, but not above ground.
No, above ground. All right. So you guys got the lease, and Grandolph, you've got the knowledge of potion making.
Many thanks to you, Adabra, as well. It was wonderful
not a
getting to
problem.
see you again.
And she, as you thank her, she sort of ruffles Barker's head. She goes, "No thanks are necessary. Just bring the dog back anytime you want." And she ruffles his ears again.
Finally, someone who likes dogs as much as I.
All right, what's the plan?
I reckon it's
Well, I
time we
suppose-
head back to Fandolin.
Indeed.
So what were you two up to while I was learning in there?
We bought a house, technically.
Oh, I didn't know we had the money to buy a house yet.
We're very persuasive.
You know what they say, Lady Fortune pays her way forward in many ways.
I'm just waiting for Nate to chime in with roll deception.
I mean, roll. I mean,
Technically, it's not a lie. It's a half truth. We bought the stuff to make it.
Two half-truths make for a lie and a truth.
I mean, it doesn't matter because I've just rolled another nat 20 on a pointless roll, so...
nice. Yes.
Okay, that.
Well, actually, Curse. Now you fully believe that they have purchased a house with money. That you feel like
That's amazing.
You've just gone there and
Amazing
somehow they've purchased a house. Perhaps you don't know the rules of the overground societies of how they actually buy houses, but you now assume that they have paid money and gotten a house.
So how long were we there? How long was he learning?
It was a couple hours. So it was about 2 hours in total.
What sort of time of day are we on now?
Coming to late afternoon.
It's amazing how this overground realm works, Spice.
Right,
To be able to buy a house inside of a windmill with a small amount of money. The economy up here is just smashing, so it is, Spice.
Shall we go take a look at our new home?
Aye,
Indeed.
I'm up for it.
So I think you said it was like one of these ones, didn't you, Nate?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go on, tell us the damage, DM. What do we see?
Cool. So the house itself is a wooden house. You can see the front door, above the front door, the roof is just kind of like just completely cracked and there's not much
I didn't think it was the
left.
roof one that was fucked. I thought it was the one that had like a panel from the front missing that we were getting.
So from what you've seen of it, it's not like missing. It's just cracked. There is just a big sort of gap that's going across the roof there. You know that it needs to be patched up. The front wall, there is a lot of it, good chunks of it missing. You probably need to fix that up as well. Probably sooner rather than later, as it would be holding up that side of the roof. Are you heading inside?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna sort of put my arm up something and went, that doesn't look sturdy. I think we get something to brace that before we touch it.
Well, if you remember, we do have that job about the lumber mill.
We do.
Or loggers camp.
How big is the thing that needs to be fixed? The
Full-size wall, so it's about like 20 foot wide by sort of 7-ish foot high.
well, that's
Resuscitation won't do it.
if I cast mending over and over and over again until it encompasses 20 feet, can I fix it?
You could probably fix. Well, no, because we can't fix the broken bit of wall. But that's probably one set of mending is probably enough to maybe do that little cracked bit where a bit of the roof has fallen through. So at least we can then lay more roof over where, like, fix a crack and then.
Because mending is basically a foot, so it is. So I can cast it. I can probably cast it a few times before getting tired, but it is a cantrip, so it doesn't have a limit.
Mend if you just like so we're not taking the piss and casting it 40 times. You could probably mend that cracked bit of wall at the top so that when we do relay some roof, it stays. But I think we wouldn't be able to fix the actual broken bit of lower wall. Yeah. We would probably have to do
with that spell as well, because it says here it's for like a broken chain link or 2 halves of a broken key, a torn cloak, leaking wineskin. As long as the break or tear is no larger than 1 foot in any dimension.
Well, in that case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to point at the crack above the door. I'm going to say, Grandad, do you reckon you can do anything about that one specifically?
So, Grandalf will stand there with both of his hands aiming towards the small spot that Yorkie has mentioned with the scratch just above the door. this green aura is just going to emanate out of him as darkness just enshrouds the whole area, and he starts chanting in a language that neither know. And it just gets darker and darker as the air thickens, and everything just seems heavy and they seem encumbered. And then he just stops, and it's completely, a flash of light happens, and there it is, perfectly mended. That little tiny,
a very small part of the crack.
yeah, exactly.
Well, in theory now it means we should be able to open the door safely. He's still not going to keep the weather out, but we can go in now.
A very small part of the
This little scratch like.
It's just gone from like this to like,
Yeah, exactly. Whew, boys, I will tell you, that has taken it out of me, so it has.
Can I sort of like have a look and see if it seems structurally sound enough to open the door safely?
Give me an investigation check.
That is a 6 + 2, 8.
Nice. So yeah, from what you can see, opening the door probably wouldn't do anything with the roof.
Right. I recommend we all take a step back and then someone opens out with Mage Hand just to be safe.
Why is everybody looking at me? All right, yeah.
I wasn't. I was just going to prestidigitation through the wall and start cleaning the floors.
I cast Mage Hand to open the door. Bye.
Cool. So as soon as the mage hand touches the door just goes just crashes inside the building.
Well, the wall's still standing, and I would like to lift the door back up. And this is where it comes. How are the hinges looking on this door? Is it just
the wood that was holding those hinges is gone? It's shattered through.
But is there anywhere where we could fasten this door to, sort of, if we moved it forwards or back a little bit?
You could try.
I would like to sort of knock on a bit of the door frame that isn't broken and sort of see how sturdy it is.
Yeah, give me an investigation.
That is a 18 + 2, 20.
Nice. Yeah, you find a small area of the door frame that it wouldn't completely close the door anymore. You would need to sort of replace some things, but you can attach the door to it and close the door mostly.
For now.
A little bit higher up than it should be.
For now, I would like to use the mimic saliva that I have in my inventory to temporarily fix the hinges back onto them spots of the door frame that are sound. Nice. So the door's at least fixed to it.
Oh, but I'd be able to use mending on those if you want. Because they're just hinges. That should be easy enough, right?
Well, it's the door frame that's fucked, not so much the hinges themselves.
Oh. Okay, never mind.
It's just we don't have any nails or anything on us, so it's just for now.
I shall lift it up for
you.
you.
Useless.
Finally a use for the mimic saliva I harvested in session 1.
Just wondering where that was going to come up.
There you go. And I would like to go for a wander around town for any like bits of scraps from other broken houses to see if there's anything I can use to sort of like prop up against it for now. To
welcome to the house building episode, people.
Just so like stop the weather getting in more than anything. Like it's none of it's going to be permanent.
Those house renovator TV
I'm
shows.
just going to help in any way that I can. I mean, I'll put up walls, I'll brace up things, I'll do whatever's needed, what Phelan tells me to do.
I don't really have...
Prestidigitationing all the floors and such as dirt piles.
I don't have a lot of saliva left, so we're going to have to be very sparing with it.
Yeah,
I don't really have much
left. Sorry, go on.
Yeah. No, you're fine. I'm not really a strong character, so I'm just going to use, Mage Hand to help me out. And I will cast Mending on spots just to, like, fix them up and whatnot. So.
Okay, are you going inside the house?
Not at first. I will let Mage Hand do all the inside work, and I will stand outside. And I will fix up kind of the outer wall kind of areas and
Slowly
like,
using
areas that I
mending
can
piece by
see.
piece.
Yeah, but
that a
like not, not. Yeah, it's a spell. Yeah, but it's like basically not overusing it. Just like right, this is important. It's a small area. I can cast mending on that. So like sparingly, because it like I imagine that casting over and over and over again would
You
tire
get
you the hell
exhausted,
out,
yeah.
like. Yeah, so it's more like this is an important spot. Psha.
Yeah, because obviously you only got a limited amount of spell slots for the day as well.
Give us a
Well, it's a
d20 to
cantrip,
see
so-
your
Mending's a-
constitution to see
mending's a
how long it
cantrip.
takes you to get exhausted.
Yeah, mending. Oh no, mending is a cantrip. You're right.
Yeah, that's what I was like. What do you
Right. That's why I was saying if it is a spell. All right, cool. So Valen, what was Tater doing? Sorry.
I'm just helping out Balin with whatever he needs strength-wise. I also have Mage Hand that mainly Prestidigitation is my...
I'm looking like around these sort of houses on the outskirts that are completely fucked, just see if there's anything scavengeable that we could use to patch up the holes for temporarily.
Are you taking Tater with you?
Yes.
Cool. All right, so both of you give me survival checks, please.
That is a 12 plus 1, 13.
Nice.
That one.
Ah,
Tater, as you're going around, you look through the house and you find quite a big rectangular piece of wood that you think would be just great to cover over one of the holes in the wall. It's a fair, good bit size. Valen, you said you were looking for like nails and things like that.
nails, bits of wood, anything we can use to patch the hole up with.
Yeah, so you find you're able to sort of like pry out a couple of nails from what looks like a wall that would have had things hanging up at some point. So you kind of just pry out a couple of the nails, you give it a once over, and you think, yeah, it's still pretty solid. So you get a handful of nails. We're about 6 in total. As for wood, you find about 3 planks that that look nice and sturdy to you. And you look over and you see Tater's got this just big hunk of wood
Perfect.
I pulled out a support
panel. Yeah.
Right, let's head back to the house and see what we can do with these.
Cool. Yeah.
And then just take the evening just
Oddly suspicious.
patching up. I'm gonna say this plank of wood. When we get back, can we just can I check it over just to see if I think it'll do the trick?
So give me an investigation check.
It's gonna be full of like fucking wood mites or some shit in it. That is a 10 plus 2, 12.
It kind of looks like it's rotting. It's not a very sturdy piece of wood at all. Like you feel like any sort of force against that wood. While Tay is holding up, you sort of put your hand on it and it immediately cracks.
Yeah.
It just immediately cracks. You just go, ah.
Do I see
Yep,
any?
I was wondering, I was like, what the hell is this going
Do
on?
I see any patches of it that could be scavengeable from this bit that he's got? I'm just thinking of the size of it, or is it all
No,
completely?
it is fucked. it is
I was wondering, I was like, did you hear what I said? Not one.
No, I did.
Okay.
I was half expecting it to be like the perfect thing we needed for you to fall with it and break it. That's what I was waiting
I
for.
expected it. I was waiting for the whole house to come down on
Yeah.
top of it.
Yeah, me too. I was just
Right.
glad I wasn't inside the house.
Scrap that piece, because that's just asking for
Tater,
us.
you fully believe this is a good bit of wood, by the way. You are like, no, this is the wood, that we need. It's a big panel of wood. It'll cover probably 2 of the holes. There's two holes closed. It'll cover that. As Valen puts his hand on it, you just see his hand come through the wood in front of you. You're just holding it there, and all of a sudden, just a hand comes towards you. You're like, ah.
When did they invent styrofoam?
This wood would be perfect as a window. Right, and using what I've found, I'm going to spend the evening trying to patch up as much as I can. If that's okay.
Okay, you're all staying on the outside at the moment, just doing the
For
work.
now, yeah. I think Mage Hand's still in there cleaning, isn't it? So
Cool.
Oh no, I cleaned it plenty. I prestidigitationed it.
you did.
So yeah, the kind of like the dirt and the rubble on the inside has mostly been cleared away through the evening.
Yeah. Do you want a roll for how the repairs go, or are you quite happy just cracking on?
A roll, shall we? What roll would you do?
I mean,
you
say it's hammering and stuff, so sleight of hand feels. And that is a 17 plus 4, 21.
Nice.
Or shall I say sleight of mage hand? I got a 6.
Hey.
Yeah, so
Luckily the mage hand isn't repairing, he's in charge of cleaning.
20.
Well, I mean, it's mage hand. It's not going to get a good roll. Let's be honest. You know, it can only do so much.
So
10 pounds.
Valen, you find some of the more severe holes in the front of the house, and you nail in the 3 planks you've got, cover it perfectly, and it looks like a botch job. You know, the house, it doesn't look like it would.
But it'll keep us warm.
Decorative, but it blocks that one specific hole. And while you're doing that, the mage hand, you can kind of see is just sort of like picking up random shit and just trying to shove it into the hole. And it's just not really a comment. It's like putting like a chunk of broken wood in the hole, letting go, and it just goes. It just immediately falls back out.
It's doing its best.
Yeah, but Tater got a dirty 20, so how's Tater helping? Is it? Come on, let's finish it.
Tater?
I hold things good. I hold them
Fair
steady.
enough.
Yeah, so you hold up the planks for Valen, then as he hammers them in nicely, you hold the nails for him, and you guys are all working together to patch that nice big hole at the front of the house.
But
cool.
We have enough to sort of not fully patch it, but enough to keep the weather off us, basically.
You've got from one of the holes. So there's still other patches that are broken through from the front of the house anyway.
Right. Well, I don't think we're going to get much done for the rest of the day. What time we're looking at now? I'm imagining everywhere's going to start shutting down.
Yeah.
I reckon the next step would probably be... Well, we definitely need some axes to start getting some real lumber, but other than that, we do have to go to that lumber mill still, don't we?
Lumber camp.
I say we rest up for the night and then lumber camp.
Grandolph is already sitting down. He's pooped.
All that mending.
All that mending by.
He used like 10 cantrips. He's like, ooh.
Oh, lads, I tell you what, boys, that mending spell, whoo, break the balls off of
Is there
fucking bull, boy.
any fireplace in here to safely light a fire, or is it?
Are you going in?
I'm in. I've gone in.
All right, cool. So inside, as you go through the door, it's quite a spacious room to begin with. It's quite big. You do notice that the floor is kind of bowed inwards. Anything that would be kind of too weighty would probably crack that floor. The whole thing probably would need replacing at some point. It is bowed quite deep down. The other to your right, as you go further down, there's almost a wall. There's like parts of a wall left that would separate the two rooms, just barely edges of that wall. And obviously the mess on the floor has been cleaned up by Tatus. There's no rubble and anything left on the floor there. Against the side wall there, you do see a little alcove where a fireplace would be. It's kind of like the walls around it have kind of caved in onto it. So there would be a fireplace there, but it's kind of just collapsed in on itself.
So nothing we can make use of currently then?
Not at the moment, no.
Right. I can't see us being able to stay in here tonight. It's going to be very cold. However, there is basic shelter for Barkus while we go stay at the inn. It's up to you, Tater, if you want to leave him here.
With Barkus.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Well, here, take... You've still got your sending stone, correct?
Yes.
You need anything, you shout, we'll be straight out, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We could also just go out into the woods and camp a little bit again.
No, I'm good here.
You good? All right, so boys.
Might as well keep some sense of security. And travel first light.
Aye, bye. I have my sending stone as well.
Yes, keep that close. And then I'm going to head back to the Stone Hill Inn for the night.
Tate, you're saying yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. And Curse, you're going yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Alright. Then move your characters when you're ready.
Home renovation stream, guys. Let's go.
Where am I?
There's got to be streams where, there's got to be sessions where not as much happens in the way of quests and fighting and stuff.
Yeah, it was just our version of the of one of those TV shows, the House Renovators. You know?
Yeah.
60-day
Extreme Home
makeover. DIY SOS. Fucking great show, though.
All right. So, cool. Right. You enter the Stonehill Inn. Yeah. What are you doing?
I'm just going, getting a room and going up for the night. I'm fucking knackered.
Grabbing that room, getting that rest.
You getting an evening meal in?
Can I get 2 in and then sort of like take 1 out for Tater?
Sure. So yeah, you Hogwarts, he sees you and he's all right, Master Valen. What can I do you for?
Well, it's an interesting request. So you'll notice we're missing our beloved green friend.
Yeah, and the dog. Where's your little your dog friend?
We've
Not
managed
that I
to.
care, of course. I don't like dogs myself. You can keep that out of the inn. But I was just wondering where he is.
Well, we're looking at setting up a base of operations here since we seem to be here fairly regularly now. We've managed to acquire one of the old homes opposite the postmasters. So he's
All right, nice. Does that mean you're not going to be staying here anymore?
We will be for now. There's still plenty of renovations to be done, but no doubt you'll see us first.
Right, nice.
You'll be seeing us for meals, and we'll be in and out to obviously say hello, keep our presence here in town. But
Right, I like that. I like that.
But I was wondering if you could do me up a meal that would be on something or in something suitable for me to take out of the premises, as he's staying in the house, and I want to make sure he eats.
He's staying in the house.
He's
Why is he
staying in the
staying out
house.
there?
He seems to think Barkus isn't welcome here.
Oh, that bloody dog. Right. You go and tell Tater that dog can stay here as long as he doesn't come behind the bar, alright?
I will do. Thank you very much.
He keeps his nose out of all my stuff, right? And he can sleep by the fire.
Much obliged. And I'm going to head back over to the house. I imagine I'm going to see you both shivering on the floor, curled up with each other. Just, it's so cold.
I'll just have a porridge, please.
No
And
problem
a room
at all.
for the night as well.
It's so cold. He's furry. He's fine. We've got body heat.
And I'm just going to go knock on the door.
Yeah.
Hoping
The door falls and crushes me.
No. Mimic saliva starts being sticky after a while. So I knock on the door and then open it. I'm like, I've spoken to Hogrod. Come get yourself a real fucking bed, for Christ's sake. Barkus can sleep by the fire.
It's my bedroll, and Barkus and I are perfectly comfortable and cozy.
But surely Barkus would love, I'm going to look at Barkus as I say, to go sleep by a big warm fire.
His ears perk up.
One problem. Who is Shirley?
Shirley is my name for tomorrow, I've told you this. What do you think, Barkus? A nice little sleep by a fire?
Give me animal handling.
Go steal your fucking dog from you.
Nat one.
That is not good. That is a 3 + 1. That is a 4.
His ears are pricked up, and he tilts his head, and he's unsure what you mean. But he's excited to be spoken to. As always, he's like, yeah, what, huh, who, huh, yeah.
So now you've got him all excited.
Well, you'll have to come then, won't you?
One other small problem. I spent all my gold.
I will cover your room for the night. It's fine. Come on, get
Wait,
yourself.
did you spend all your gold on the well?
He could have given it to you to learn spells, but no.
Oh, Cursed, where did you come? Oh, Grandolph, where did you come
Oh
from?
no, I'm not there.
Yeah,
I'm not
okay,
there. I'm
okay,
just,
okay.
yeah.
I know, I'm just fucking with you.
Alright, so that'll be 2 gold for me to cover the night then. Plus 2 gold for 2 evening meals.
And
Oh, I spent the gold. I took out the gold
earlier.
for the meals. Yeah,
Yeah, for earlier. Yeah,
Oh.
the meal and ale earlier.
yeah, I did that already. So you only need for yours.
That is fair. Alright, and then I'm going to head back to the tavern and go and get myself some food and then head up for the night.
Nice. All right. All of you going to bed?
Bye.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Cool.
I'm cuddled up by the fire with Barkus.
Hogwarts looks at you and goes, Master Tater, you can't be sleeping on the floor here. We've got other customers coming in. You gotta get up to your room. The dog will be
Barkus
fine.
comes with me, or the dog stays here.
Well, the dog can stay here, but you can't be sleeping on the floor. As
Drive a
long
hog bargain.
as that dog doesn't come in the bar, he's all right by me.
I have not
100%
taught
come
him to
on
stay
in.
yet. I've
That
only
dog
taught
is
him come.
behind the bar with Hogrod and he's fucking loving it. 100%.
I've not taught him to stay, so unless you want him to know his one word, which I shall not say, otherwise he'll be following me, then you have the option of risking it. He could come behind the bar, or he can come stay in the room with me.
I give him a persuasion check.
Yeah, that's gonna be bad. 7.
Right, Tater, I know you love the dog, but listen to me. Listen here. The dog stays downstairs, all right? He's happy
long
by
as you're-
he'll be happy by the fire. He'll be nice and warm all night. I'll even stoke the fire myself to keep him warm, all right? He'll be all right.
So I'm just letting you know, if I'm not here, he only knows the word come, and that's all he knows.
Oh, you fucking said it now.
Yep.
I'll be sure to remember that. What's the beast's name?
Barkus.
Barkus, right. He sort of walks over to the fire and he goes, Barkus, come. And Barkus goes, huh? He walks over to Hogrod, and Hogrod's knelt down, and Barkus starts licking his face, and he's like, right. He sort of just kind of pats him on the head and gets up, and Barkus sort of feeling the warmth from the fire, curls up, and he's nice and comfy. His tail wagging a little bit as he lies down.
Oh,
So ends another day.
And
Fandolin.
you all
Any long rest?
This is a long rest, yes.
It doesn't matter. We didn't do anything else.
Hey, it's a good job nothing happened because I forgot to actually click long rest on my character sheet last camp, so I've just realised,
Alright.
why am I still on 15 health? We've not done anything.
So you all wake up.
Do we level up?
Uneventful night. For what?
Exactly.
Yeah, so you all wake up. Uneventful night. Grandolph, you are up first as usual because you're only
Alright.
required 4 hours. So it's morning time. What would you like to do?
mostly just meditation. Hopefully, we just contacts me again and head down for porridge. Then I don't have enough to learn any spells or anything like that. So
Okay. So yeah, you're kind of trying to communicate with Weejaz, yeah?
well, it's not trying to.
Communicate.
Yeah, hoping just gives me some kind of sign or signal. Also looking over the quests that we have and kind of discerning which one to maybe have a look at first. You know.
Cool. Nice. Yeah, alright. So I'm gonna roll a thing. Tater, you wake up next.
Time to go check on Barkus. I go downstairs and I see where's Barkus.
So Barkus is still lying by the fire. He's in a different position than he was when he left, and he's kind of just upside down on his back, just passed out. And you notice there's a bowl next to him with some scraps of meat left around the edges.
Who has poisoned my dog? No. Just perception check, and I get that one. Who poisoned my boy?
I rage and throw the table.
I was not expecting.
That's my boy. That's my son.
As soon as you speak, Barkus like his ears perk up and he immediately rolls back over and he gets to his feet.
You're alive.
Hogron looks over you. He's not been poisoned. I think one of the patrons gave him some food there.
I'm rolling insight on. Let's see how we do. 8.
Oh,
nope,
no.
I probably don't have much clue.
But you fully understand that one of the patrons in the bar is overnight at some point in the night given Barkus some food.
Well, I hope you vetted this patron. I hope they're honest and kind and lover of animals.
Well, they must be if they like that beast. Valen, you wake up.
I'm just sitting in the corner eating my porridge and watching.
I was gonna say, I guess I go sit by.
It wasn't
Randolph.
me that gave the food. Don't throw me.
I'm gonna come downstairs. I'm gonna look at Hogrod. Like, just a coffee for me this morning, please, Hogrod. And then whilst he preps that, I'm gonna have a look and I'm gonna see if anyone's playing dice in the tavern.
Give me a perception check.
Oh, nice.
That is a 13. Well, no, that's my rolls. 13 plus perception. I should have this by now. Plus 2, 15.
Cool. Give me 2 seconds.
Like dice cards, anything like that, really.
Yeah.
Gambling.
My best way of making money. I'm hoping for dice.
I mean, aside from actually doing jobs.
No one in the tavern is playing any games. But as you look around, you do notice in sort of the opposite corner from Grandolph, with his feet up on the table, he's got sort of like a cowboy hat looking kind of hat. Some sort of fur-lined clothing, and he's got like one of those like pieces of wheat that you get that those like farmers kind of stick out. And he's you've not noticed this guy before in town. He's got dark skin. He's got like a sort of grey ruffled beard. He looks quite hardy, quite stern, and he's sort of just sat in the corner with his feet up.
He's wearing a trilby.
The cowboy hat.
Oh, when you just did this piece, I was like, okay.
I'm gonna take my coffee. I'm just gonna walk over. I'm just gonna sit across from him at his table, and I'm just going to look at him. I'm gonna start like shuffling my cards at the table, like not like dealing, just like playing with them. I'm gonna like, you know, sitting in a tavern like this with a presence like that, you're bound to have questions asked about you.
He sort of flicks up his hat and he's like, well, howdy there, partner. What can I do you for today?
You don't seem to be cut from the same cloth as most of the patrons here. I'm just wondering what your story is.
My story? Well, my friend, I got plenty of stories.
Surprise me.
I've been a whaler, a miner, I've been a sailor. Hell, I was even a pirate for some time.
Pirate?
I've been a pirate.
I imagine you're probably familiar with the name the Lady Death then.
The Lady Death. Well, we all know the Lady Death, am I right? But I assume you mean a ship.
Yes.
Can't say I've heard of her.
Not at all.
Not at all.
How about an old captain named Duran? Passed away not long ago.
Duran. Pirate?
Privateer.
Privateer. Can't say that rings a bell.
What about the name Kerry?
The last name.
Voss.
Carrie Voss. Quite sturdy lass. Could handle herself in a battle.
You're familiar with her?
I've heard her. Sorry, the accent's gone. Howdy.
What? You're telling me that you're
Rod, is that you?
I've heard her name. Not had the pleasure of meeting her.
There you go.
Got it.
Not many people learn her name and live to tell the tale. I'm curious where you heard her name from.
Wow.
Come on, focus, cowboy.
Howdy. I've heard her name through just word of mouth, you know? Just, I heard it in Waterdeep. A lot of people talking in Waterdeep about a Carrie Voss.
Any of them say where she is?
Man, that was probably a year ago. A while now. Get my camera to focus. Bang,
That's
grandma.
one thing we haven't established from my backstory. The gap between that and now.
Let's say a year.
About a year, yeah. Okay. Anyone say where she was headed?
I don't ask questions like that.
So what questions do you ask?
Ask the questions like, who is this tiefling man who's coming to disturb my peace?
Concerned citizen.
Concerned citizen, right?
How about this? Play me at dice. You win, I'll answer your questions, I win, you answer mine.
He smirks and he's like, alright, you're wrong.
Alright,
He
bet.
slams his feet off the table. Alright, so
Are you two just watching me become best friends with a cowboy now? He's replacing us!
No. I'm just like,
eating
he's
my
doing whatever.
porridge.
I'm just eating my rations.
you don't have porridge, you got no money for porridge. Yeah, what are you two doing while all this is happening?
Mostly eating, kind of watching as well, just analyzing.
Grandolph, will you tell me another story?
No. Not allowed to.
No.
That'll be another story for another day, mate.
He's got 1 week left on
Since you
his
told
ban.
me 2 days ago, whenever there was I asked for a story too.
I got some inspiration. I'm making something up, guys. Okay, I've been out. Give me time.
He's got 1 week left on his ban. He can tell a story from next week onwards. Alright, so Yoki, we're gonna play a game.
Okay.
How many d6 do you have there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them.
8, nice. Alright, let me grab a couple more.
Oh, just so you know, my character has weighted dice.
Okay. Where's my dice?
So what, you roll with advantage?
I don't know. How many do you want me to grab? Or are you just going to match my 8 and we're going to see who gets the highest total?
Let's do 4, just because I got 4 here and I can't fucking
That
find
is
it.
fine. That works for me.
You want me to roll 4, Nate?
Okay, I can roll them twice if anything.
These are all really sharp on the edges, so I'm going to use my less sharp ones. They're hurting my fingers. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Five
So,
dice.
If
Five dice.
if I've got a set of weighted dice, do you want me to roll a couple extra for the sake of it, and then I can choose which 4 I do, just for the sake of it?
Okay.
How do you want me to run it?
Right. So. Right.
Or do you want me to just
So do
roll
you know
4
how to
and then...
liar's dice?
Do I know what, sorry?
How to play liar's dice?
I do not, but I can find out.
I'm also finding out.
Isn't that what they play in Pirates of the
Pirates of the
Caribbean?
Caribbean, yes.
Do you guys want me to teach you?
Do you know how to play liar's dice?
Yeah, I know how to play liar's dice. Yeah.
5 dice and a cup. 3 or more players.
I don't have a
cup.
cup.
You know how to... I don't have the cup because I can't see your dice anyway. The cup is only to hide, yeah.
Yep.
Hide the dice from everyone.
In essence, you make wagers over how many of what dice that you have. You share the dice, ideally, and then you take a guess how many the other person's has. If they're lying, you call their bluff. But if they actually have that many, then they win. You lose a dice. If you call them all bluff and is a bluff, they lose a dice. That makes it harder each time you go on.
You will have to explain that as we go, because I don't do well with just recalling info like that. I do apologize.
Just basically, you want to try and hide how many dice you have and try and trick Nate into guessing that you're either bluffing or not.
Okay. So say if I rolled all of these and I got like 3 6s.
So
Yes.
yeah, you kind of have to go up on either the number of dice or what the dice.
Yes. So let's say Nate chooses to say that he's got 2 1s. You'd have to say, I've got either 2 2s or 3 1s.
Okay.
And then up and up and up, so on and so forth.
It says here you can keep some variations.
I'm
The
confused.
biggest piece to remember is if Nate says that he's got 4 1s, and then the next time he says he's got 3 2s, because he has to go up with you, then he's only got 5 dice to work with. Then it's unlikely that he's got those, so you'd have to call him on his bluff.
5 dice. We're using 4, are we?
5.
5, sorry.
Yeah, 5.
That's fine. I do not
all
have
5 fingers.
I still don't fully get it, but fuck it, we'll give it a go.
Oh boy. Can I play
Roll
for
up
your
your dice. Roll up your dice, and you can change 2 of them to whichever number you like.
Because of my weighted ones.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Typically, challenged goes first.
All right, Parno. Make your call.
Challenged, not challenger.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
Right, well, I challenged you. So you
Alright.
call.
All right. Let's start off simple. 4 6s.
So to that I would say, what, Mateo?
So, how many 6s did you say?
4.
Okay, so you either have, since you can't go up numbers, you'd either have to say 5 of a different number. So 5 1s, 2s, 3s, 4, so on and so forth. Or you can potentially call him on his bluff if you do not think he has 4 6s.
Can
Just be
I
careful,
have a
because
look
if you're wrong,
to see
The way
if he has any tells in his face?
Yeah, give me
the way
insight.
Lily's explained it is different, though.
This is the kind of the rules I've got here on my on the screen here.
So insight check, that is a 15 plus 1, 16.
You don't notice anything suspicious in what he said.
But he could just be a very good fucking liar.
the better question is, are you a better one?
Hey.
I'm just trying to fucking wrap my head
No,
around
Lily,
the
yours
rules.
is pretty accurate. Why'd you say that was different, Cursed?
Because everybody has to place a bid, isn't it?
So you said you had
Or-
4 6s,
No,
is that what you
one
said?
at a time.
Thing is, you could also have a set of weighted dice for this character. That's the thing I'm struggling with. I think you're talking out of your arse.
You can call it.
I call your bluff.
He lifts his dice, and there are 5 6s underneath the cup.
Well,
Damn, you lose a dice.
I respect the
Wow.
hustle. I lose a dice.
Yeah.
So now
Okay.
you only have 4 dice to work with.
Roll it.
Well, nearly threw him that way. You see, I can change 2, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, so now you get to go first, Yorkie.
2 4s.
3 5s.
I call your bluff again.
He lifts it up, and there is 3 5s, a 6, and a 3. That is actually.
Motherfucker! Well,
Again, you don't call it not his bluff.
I'm
But
starting
you would've
to.
also had to go up,
It's
so it's
starting too high, so I don't have anywhere to move with it. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have 3 dice now. Yeah, drop me dice. Okay. So is it me go again, or is it his go to go first? No.
Let's
Since
go
I lost.
first.
Right.
3 4s.
So now you have to either go 3 5s or 3 6s because you have to go higher than at least one of his. But since you can't have 4 dice, it's just how that goes.
3 6s.
Lie.
I remove my cup to reveal 3 6s.
Takes one of his dice. He nods his head in approval. Alright, roll it.
It's intense.
Also, you can tell me if you're actually lying or anything. If I
Yeah,
can
no,
roll the
that was actually. Well, I've got to show my cup, haven't I? So I can't really lie about that, can I?
No, you're not showing it. So what you do is you kind of hide your cup. You say what you've got, and then the other person says what they've got. You say what you've got, and then back and forth until one of you's lying or called out for lying, and then you show. But obviously,
Yep.
if you're lying in between that, obviously you're gonna have to make some deception checks. It's
Okay.
a thing. And obviously, you can make insight checks against as well.
Alright, so that means Yorkie, it's your go first.
2 2s.
2 5s.
What the fuck? I call your bluff.
Lifts his cup up, and there are 2 5s, 2 6s, and a 3.
Ah!
That's kind of the tricky part. Sometimes if you have low dice, it's better for you to go all in. But now Nate's kind of got the advantage.
1 6. Sorry, I realized my other dice was still next to them. There's 4 dice he's got.
Yeah. Alright, Nate.
3 2s. You've only got 2 dice on you.
Yeah. 2 3s, 2 4s, 2 5s, 2 6s.
2 5s.
Two 6s.
Can I do another check to see if he's showing any tells?
Sure.
Do you say that was investigation or insight? Sorry.
Insight.
Insight. That's 1 plus 11, 12.
I'm enjoying this.
You notice as he looks at as he's looking under his cup, his eye twitches slightly.
I call your bluff.
Well played. He takes off his head and he removes a dice.
How many dice is he down to now? Like double mine?
3.
Oh, let's go again.
You almost got him, Yorkie.
You go first, Yorkie. You can make him go for his whole dice set.
What do you mean I can make him go for his whole dice set?
So if you do, because you can only have a max of 2 dice, but
Yep.
if they're not the same number, he could call you out on that bluff. But if it's true, then he then has to use all 3 of his dice to match, which is less likely.
So if I have matching dice and I call it, he's then got to match all 3 of his.
Correct, because he only has 3 dice to work with.
Huh.
That's a risk for you too, because if he calls you and it's not,
2 6s.
Smokes and goes 3 6s.
I want to insight check, please, dear.
Insight check.
oh boy.
Natural fucking 20.
You do not see any tell of a lie.
So,
Son of
if
a
I-
bitch, did you roll 3 6s?
He could have weighted dice as well, though we don't know. What happens if I believe him? What do I do?
No, nothing. You can't outbid him, so either you call his bluff now or you give up a dice because you can't go higher.
So either way, I'm losing a dice this round.
Again, it was the gamble either way.
I call your bluff.
He lifts his cup up and then a 3 6 underneath.
The annoying thing is, I rolled 2 natural 6s and a natural 20, and I was so fucking proud of myself that I didn't need to switch anything.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm down to 1 dice now.
Yep.
You ready?
I think you're cooked either way, bro.
I mean, you do still have to get 2 matches, to be fair.
Who went first last time? Was it me or you?
It was Nate.
You did.
Or it was you, sorry.
It was you.
Nate's turn.
1 6.
Thing is, I believe that's entirely possible.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't go any higher.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'd say you've put me between a rock and a hard place here. You are very good at this game.
Well played, sir.
There's only one thing I can do. I call your bluff.
He lifts it up and there's a 6, 2, and a 3 under the cup.
I give him a nod and I shake his hand.
What's your name, partner?
Valen. I would say yourself, but I lost, so it's not my question to ask.
The name's Raskin. Don John Raskin.
Don John Raskin. Do you prefer to just go by Raskin, or would you like me to address you?
Don John is all right by me.
Okay, Don
Does
John,
anyone else want to play?
I would love to play. I'd love live dice. Can you tell I know strategy?
Grandolph is just sitting there. His hands are shaking like. But he wouldn't even be able to lift the dice, though. You know.
Valen doesn't like to lose. He's very bitter, but he's being very sportsman about it. All right, I promised you I'd answer your questions. Ask away.
All right, what are you doing here, partner?
Well, originally I was running away from some people I owed money to. I don't owe you money, do I?
Not yet.
Not yet. A fucking good job I didn't bet money, wasn't it? You are very good at that game. I started off running away from people who owe me money, and I think I'm in the process of being roped in to stop a dragon destroying the town.
You know, I fought a dragon once.
You did.
Barely survived. Don't get me wrong. I was an adventurer for some time, but I'm not a dragon killer. All right. Now that bastard, he almost had us, pinned us right into a cave. All of us, cowering in the corner there. Fire blasting through the cave. Somehow, the floor caved in. We ended up in a diamond mine. Woo! That was some good times for me.
And I insight to see if he's talking out of his ass.
Yeah.
Where the fuck did my dice go? There it is. I packed them all back when I lost it. Liar's dice because I was moody. That is a natural 19 plus a 1 on insight, so a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. He is telling the truth.
Fucking hell.
Impressive.
I don't suppose you, I don't know why I'm asking. It's not like I'm going to try and play you for some diamonds. I'm pretty sure I would lose the clothes on my back. You didn't happen to keep any, did you?
Nah, that was a long time ago, friend. That's all been sold.
So if you don't mind me asking, I know we bet that I wouldn't ask any questions. What brings you here?
Me, I'm on my way to the mountain toe. The mountain's toe. That's the name of it. I'm gonna be the new what's the name? I'm gonna be the new overseer of the mine there.
Mountain's Toe.
I'm just waiting for some good adventuring types to take me on and help me there. Help me get there safe. You know.
Well, it just so happens me and my friends are the adventuring sort. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna whistle and just sort of them both over.
As he points to us and kind of hand gestures, like Randolph will just look up and his like beard is just like covered in porridge.
Yeah.
I give you one of the things you've seen from... I give you one of the looks that Barkus gives you.
You're really confused look. He's literally sat with a ration pack on the table as well, just like chewing away on some ration. And then the fucking bar right there. And Don John looks over. He's like, "Adventurers, you say?"
Well, we've had our run-ins. We killed a mimic, took on a small group of very angry gnomes. We've banished a banshee, killed some undead orc.
Right.
Had a run-in with a dragon ourselves as well, quite fairly recently. We're talking days ago. We've seen our share where we don't look the part, but we get by.
All right. Well, should you want to travel to the mountain's toe, I'll be here. I'm gonna be leaving in the morning. If we can leave now if you want, or I'm gonna leave in the morning.
Well, it seems no reason to rush. Good company, good food, and a warm bed. Let me speak to my compadres, and I'll come find you.
All right. So like puts his hat back down and lifts his feet back up onto the table, like a good NPC getting back to his starting position.
What's an NPC?
And I'm gonna. Are you two both sat with each other currently?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sort of like put my arm around both of them, sort of come in between, and went, "That motherfucker cheats at dice." only explanation for it. How do you feel about a trip to a mine?
Well, I'm not a big fan of miners. They can. God damn it! I took your accent.
That is a an interesting beginning to a sentence, Mateo. Do you want to maybe reword that? Oh,
Reword that.
I said I'm not a big fan of miners. I don't like them. No, you want me to get my fucking miners out?
We're gonna be part of the gold rush.
Listen, the accents are gonna come and go, alright? I never claimed to be good at accents. I
claim to be, it's just they're very specific.
Honestly, whenever you mentioned like names and stuff like that, I thought you were saying, "Oh, yes, whatever this is." That takes me back, I swear. And then there was one with Duran, and I thought you were going, like, I don't know how you showed restraint. I would have just been like, Duran.
The annoying thing is when I was first writing it, I used the AI NPC generator to get names, and it gave me Darren. And it was the best of the lot it gave me, so I put it in and just changed the letter, and I looked and went, Duran, that'll work. And then the minute I said Duran tonight, I was like, oh fuck, it sounds like Duran. So my brain went the same way yours did. I just thought every...
Didn't even nothing clicked.
Grandalf obviously remembers this, being in one of the quests, so he will mention that we... sure, why, that actually fits into something that we do have to do, sure. We do have this here quest, and he'll lay it out on the table. To escort this wee chap up to that mine anyway. It's a bit of profit in our pockets as well, so it is. So I say we go.
My question is, do we get our... If we pick up the Loggers Camp quest, does it give us the carriage here to take? Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what we discussed, I think, a couple sessions ago, is that they're giving us the carriage to go get the logs to bring back, right? Or was it the other way around?
I think we're taking
you are
logs.
delivering fresh supplies to the Loggers
right.
camp.
Okay, so we'd have the carriage with the supplies.
Now, looking at this map, and I'm going to sort of like get the map of the course to see sort of where things are. Looking at this map, where is the loggers camp in relation to the mountain? Is it kind of on the way, or?
Do you know that information is the question?
I was hoping they'd both be marked on the map, like, in theory, like a map we would have.
Well, the Neverwinter Wood is where the loggers camp is, but the Giant's Toe is in the mountains.
So, in theory, we'd be going through the woods to around there, wouldn't we? Sort of.
Potentially, but there's also mountains to our south.
Yeah, there's like mountains just under us, all around us, actually.
Yeah, so the grey kind of areas here, actually, I can do something for you.
So that to the south is where the mine is, but to the north is where the logging camp is.
We don't know where the mine is.
He knows where the mine is, though. We can ask him.
That is true, he does.
And the other thing we'd have to consider is if it is to the north and right by the Neverwinter Woods, then we'd have to make sure he's fine with a little detour.
Or we could just take the carriage with us for extra transport and then drop it off on the way back.
Yeah, because the carriage will get us there quicker. So we'll drop
That's
him
what I'm
off in the
thinking.
with the carriage and then go up the other way, do 2 quests. With
That's
one.
what I'm thinking. Give me
I'd
one
be
sec.
worried about the supplies spoiling.
Well, depends on the type of supplies, I guess.
Let me talk to him 1 second, and I'm gonna go back over to him. Like, so I've spoken to my team. This mine, whereabouts is it?
Got a map?
I do, and I'll lay the map out on the table.
Got the mark on the map for you where the mine is. So you should be able to see it now.
Oh, that's not too far out of the way, though.
That isn't far at all. So we could take him there and then head north from there on the carriage. I may be able to sort of some transport for that, for leaving first thing. Leave it with me. I'll see what I can do, and I will let you know if we're on for the job.
Sort of tips his hat and nods to you and puts his hat back down.
Right, boys. So it looks like this mine is to the northeast, mainly to the east. I see no reason if we don't pick up that task for the logging camp, we couldn't drop him off on the way. He's only asking us to take him there, so.
Aye, bye. Sounds like a plan. I'm all for.
I imagine he's paying, so there'll be worthy compensation for the detour.
Aye, bye. I'm all
Can
for
you ask him
anyway.
if we're paying or if we're getting paid when we get back? The other ones we've been paid when we get back.
He said he's going to be the new overseer there, so I can't imagine he'll be coming back.
Aye, but
Oh,
maybe
yes,
it's
but
the
remember
town
Matt did
master
the-
that's the one paying.
I think he's the one paying, so I imagine it'll be payment upon arrival at the mine.
Perhaps we could ask this gentleman.
I've already asked him several things back and forth. I feel like if I go back again, it will seem like we don't know what we're doing.
I'll go ask him. Okay, I go stand up and I
Jesus
go ask him.
Christ.
So, we have one last question. We are wondering about payment. Is it the town master we collect from or you at the end of it?
I will find out. I don't actually know that myself.
Oh, there it is. Return to Town Master Harbin to collect reward.
It just says on there.
He does actually say
I was
on
gonna
it.
say it's probably on the poster, but I don't see it.
So he looks at you and he goes, "I'm pretty sure it says on the old quest card there."
Well, it's too bad that my compatriots can't read, but they were insisting I go speak with you.
I had nothing to do with that part. I was saying that I was going to say that we go to the town master and ask him, but yeah.
All
Right.
right, what is the old plan?
Well,
What do
I
you think?
imagine we're going to take him with us we're gonna go. So what we'll do, and I'm just speaking to him, we are going to go pick up some supplies for another mission we're going to do. We're going to drop you off, and then we'll go complete that mission.
All right.
And I'm just going to cross the bar like, make sure to tell him that it means we'll have a carriage. It might sweeten the deal.
He My friend wanted you to know that we have it. He can hear you, you know.
Oh,
he
don't
looks up.
worry. I know.
He goes, I don't need a carriage. I got a horse outside.
Well, then
Of
you'll be able
course
to
he
ride along
does.
perfectly alongside us.
Right.
Righto, Texas. We shall see you in the morning.
What's Texas?
What's a Texas?
All right. So, what
What's
is the
the
plan
Texas?
for the rest of today?
Well, we've got a day to do whatever the fuck we want. I say
I'm gonna go
we,
check on the carriage and see how we're moving this carriage.
I am going to go to Lenine and see if I can't get an axe to start getting some wood for this house since we've got a day to spare.
I'll go at Valen as well, and then we can return to the house and start working on the house as well a little bit.
All right, cool. Well, before we get into that, we will end it just there for tonight. Because I gotta get some dinner in me, and it is kind of to 9 o'clock, so we've done the session. So
We have.
next time
Bye-bye.
we will continue on with these little stats of these little quests. Obviously, you're taking on 2 quests at the same time here, which is interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah. Because I'm not sure why, but you guys seem to think that quests end as they do as it says on the card. Once you do that one little thing, that's the end of it. But we'll get there. Go talk to the dwarves at the excavation site. Yeah, that'll be it. We'll just go there and talk to them. What happened? Lots of things. Let's go talk to the gnomes. What happened?
Well,
Lots of
I
things.
think you'll find when we went and spoke to the dwarves, we spoke to the dwarves and left. There were a few obstacles.
Yeah, it was fine.
I feel like the windmill went pretty fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, everyone,
Either way, gang, thanks for joining.
Thank you for joining and thank you for playing. And we will see you next week, same time. Well, 5 o'clock. Apologies for being late today. We will see you guys next week at 5 o'clock. And hopefully, we get some. Well, we'll definitely be into some kind of quest there. And make sure to stay up to date with in the Discord. Check the Discord, check the YouTube channel. It's on Yorkie and Kirst's YouTubes. So go watch them, get them views up, and then make sure you're here next week.
Thanks for joining,
That's it for
everyone.
me.
Have a good day.
Peace
Thanks
out.
to our
Bye,
lovely
everyone.
DM for doing the game. Thank you.
Always.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Nate.
mate.
Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.